It's so hot already. Good morning and welcome to the classiest place on earth. It's so hot and sweaty right now. Good morning, same dude. I get this sweat stash. I don't. Where's the first place you sweat? For me, upper lip. I'll never figure out why. It's the worst. Like, have you ever had a friend reach over and just wipe your sweat stash off for you? Cause same. What is the sweat stash? Arms, dude, armpits. Yeah. I'm a sweat monster when I get hot. Like, my body wants to cool down and be cold so bad. Upper arms. Isn't that weird? Sarah, my little sister, I see you in 2 days. So soon. I'm really excited to see you, Sarah. Forehead, then scrot. You know what's crazy? For as, like, fat as my thighs are, I don't get thigh sweat. Like, it's the craziest thing. You'd think I'd get, like, the crazy thigh chafing. Not in any way, shape, or form. Dude, knives. That's, like, the ultimate test. I know I'm too hot when my stomach sweats. It's so weird. Like, this part of me right here, if this is... Actually. Oh, my God. It's so hot. Ew. I hate this. Ugh. My stomach sweated. It's balls hot, man. Upper lip, hairline, pits, and groin. Yep. Why? Yes, it is. Oh my God. So you guys, Viata found some magical underwireless bras on Amazon like months ago and suggested them. And I finally bucked up and bought a couple. My boobies have, I feel like I'm wearing nothing. I don't feel like I'm wearing a bra. I can't explain. So fucking comfortable. My God. They're so comfy. It's all about this like band, this like soft band right here, so there's nothing pushing under your boobs. Oh my God, it's so comfortable. Everything spirals from my midsection. You know what? I was thinking about it. So like, no shit. I'm hot. It's disgusting. This part of me sweats. Like this, whatever, your décolletage, this gets hot. Like my heart, I think, is just like screaming for cooling off time. It's gross out. We just don't get a spring. Thick sweaty thighs are the worst. And I have friends who get like chafing, and I've never had chafing because my thighs just, I don't know, for as fat as they are, they don't sweat. I guess. It's crazy. I should by all rights get chafe, and I don't. Colorado's so hot, Sarah. It's been 98 for like 3 days straight, but we keep getting like these weird, it reminds me of East Coast weather. It's just like last summer. Like we get these 1 hour rainstorms that are really intense, and then the sun comes out again and it gets sticky. And I hate to say it, humid. Dude, the chub rub is real. It sucks. I mean, seriously, I know so many people who have to use like a deodorant on their inner thigh when they go running and shit because they get the chafe, but my thighs don't sweat. I've never had it. It's great. I can't even walk up the road and back without soaking through the back of my shirt so bad I have to change it. That's my stomach. No shit. I went out yesterday in the yard. I've been, every year I'm landscaping this yard. And my yard is a hill. And so I'm going through and by hand chiseling like steps into it essentially. But like gardening steps. I don't know how to explain that. If you've ever seen like Peruvian gardens and shit like that on mountains, how they do like steps down the mountain. That's kind of what I'm doing in my yard. And I did one entire step yesterday, and just here, I just had like this circle of sweat on my stomach, like right on my this. Hot. What did I just kick? This just in, comfortable bra ban proposed in Congress. You know what, Zbot? Wouldn't be shocked. Nothing would shock me at all. Oh, I definitely have AC. You know what, CJ? We didn't have AC for the first, 2 years we lived here, though. It was terrible. Like, there were some days where I would cancel stream because I physically couldn't... Have you ever been so hot that, sitting down doesn't even do anything? Like, you almost have to keep moving just to create your own breeze? it was that hot in this room. Like, it was so nauseating. I couldn't sit here. Like, I was just sweltering. It was, yeah, Robo, it's the worst. It's the fucking worst. But we got these things called mini splits, and they're a Korean air conditioning system that essentially you put in, and it doesn't require doing like central air. It doesn't go through your like vent system. But oh my god, these mini splits are heaven sends. Oh my fucking god, they work so well. Push-up bras only. That's what they. No, Sarah. Congress would move in and they'd make us all wear Victoria's Secret. What were those bras that like made your size go up 2 sizes or some bullshit like that? Do you remember? I can't. They had a name, and they were so ugly and so. I mean, I think I tried one on as a joke, and it was so fucking uncomfortable. It was. They were like bombshell. Was it the bombshell bra or something like that? And it had 2 inches of padding in it. So it was like wearing a rock on your chest. I mean, it seriously felt horrific. They were so uncomfortable. I haven't worn underwire. I can't remember the last time I wore underwire. 10 years. I gave up on that shit so long ago. Fuck that shit. It's just not necessary. Boobs, no one's like, wow, why aren't your boobs up here when you take your bra off? You know? Like, I've never had anyone like, wow, I was super debated by the underwire. I really thought your titties created a butt crack on your collarbone all the time. No one's doing that. Ever? Sivon maybe give up underwear? I mean, it's the worst. It's the fucking worst. Robin, did you ever get, I remember when all I knew was, you know, I guess when I was younger, I had this like, they're a false sense of expectation, 100%. And boobies are great no matter what. I don't care if they're up on your collarbone. Boobies are boobies and they're fantastic. We all want to kiss a boobie on the mouth. We have to admit that. But like, I remember when I was younger, I just thought like sports bras, you wore them when you worked out, and any other time you just had to wear fucking underwire. Like, that was the way it was. And I started getting fucking broken blood vessels, like little broken blood vessels along my rib cage. And I was looking at myself, I was like, fuck this. What am I doing to myself? And like the marks on my back from a bra and shit like that, just trying to support boobs. Fuck that shit. Why are we we're literally destroying our body for what? If I wore a push-up bra, I'd have exceptional rack moves for the win. Yeah, but you take the bra off and then it's back to normal. Sarah, seriously, that's all I wear. These, I'm gonna show you these bras. I got those, Sarah. This thing I'm wearing right now, I can't get naked on stream, but it's got like this band that goes right here along the middle. Oh my god, it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable, but it looks like a normal bra. It doesn't like create uniboob. And that's the one, I mean, that's the like, I guess the one quote unquote asterisk downside to a sports bra is it just creates the uniboob. Butt crack bosom, dibs on the name. Oh my god, take that. Code void what? What? Yes? Oh my god, Voltcon, did I almost missed that? Okay, I got it. I got it. They dig in so hard, and then the wire would always, oh my god, I forgot. Do you remember when it's right here, right? This is always the wire that would bust, and it would stab you in the heart all day. I forgot about that. Wow, it's been so long since I wore underwear, I completely forgot about that. Mishy! I'm so sorry, I'm yelling! Happy birthday, happy birthday! This is your day to have a lot of fun. We're waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to you. Ooh. No, it's dead. It's already dead. Happy fucking birthday, bitch, and cheers. Let's fucking go. No, you can get naked on stream. They just changed the rules 3 minutes ago. You know what, CJ? The way that this shit's been going, I wouldn't be shocked if the rules changed 3 minutes ago. I don't know what's going on with Twitch anymore. Or stabbing you under... Oh, the one right here. The one, like... And this is the thing, right? Like, what human being doesn't have this thing? Whatever this lovely little thing is. And they design underwire to do that. Into it. Like, they don't make clothes for people. I've been saying it for years. They don't make clothes for human bodies. They're making clothes to try to create a human body that doesn't fucking exist. Because everybody has, it's webbing, right? It's the fucking, it's It's your pec. This is literally your pectoral muscle. That's what's extending all the way, and they create bras so they fucking like knob you in there, and it's the worst. Like seriously, I think oftentimes I'm kind of sad we got away from corsets. Yes, corsets could be very damaging. Everything can be very damaging. Fashion can be very damaging. Look what people do to their bodies these days. I just saw a tweet yesterday, oh my god, by one of our buff goddesses. Oh god, what's her name? Oh, her Twitter name right now is She Rage. What's her @ name though? Oh my god. She does amazing cause. Claire. Thank you, Claire. I just saw a tweet by her last night and it made me so fucking mad. I'm gonna try to find it. Hold on. I want to read it. I want to read it exactly the way it was to you guys. Yes, it was Claire. Hold on. In the month. Oh shit, have I not logged into Twitter? Oh, I have. Okay, thank fuck. Claire. So this is the tweet, and if you guys don't know who Claire is, I'm gonna real quick I'm just gonna show you. Really fast. Yes, the body shaming one, Z-Bot, exactly. Oh god damn it, of course it's not gonna show the right browser. One moment. This is She Rage. This is Claire Max. That. Right? That fucking effervescent goddess. Right there. And her most recent tweet, where is it? I gotta find it. Hold on. Or one most recent, the tweet that I saw. This one. This pissed me off. Because you just saw her, right? You see her. She's stacked. She works so hard on her body. I mean, that's a body you don't get without daily fucking regimens. Like, regimes, whatever the fuck. Anyways, this is the tweet I read yesterday. From this woman you just saw. Literally just defending the right for women to exist in our bodies is exhausting. People have been coming at me for 24 hours because I said it's normal for a woman to not have a flat stomach. Y'all are utterly devoid of empathy and can't understand how your words hurt people. Over 10,000 women die every year in America alone from eating disorders. Read the replies and QRTs from women on that post. See how many are saying that they've struggled with the very thing you're reinforcing by saying there's something wrong with the way Emma looks. I don't know who Emma is, but there's a flat stomach is not natural unless you're naturally really thin. The fuck? There's no such thing as natural or normal in a body. If we really want to get down to it, my God. The follow-up tweet. I work out 2 hours a day, I eat like an athlete, and I literally cried today about the slightest amount of jiggle on my stomach because I remembered reading these fucking comments. Humans aren't there for your judgment. There is, I mean, no shit, Coach, if Coach Chronicle, that's exactly what, Zach and I were looking at this last night, and I was reading it to him, but like, not to get too real, but this little, like, this thing, what is that? This, like, shit right here, this, like, thing, it protects our womb. It's literally padding for the womb. Like, you're like, it protects the most vital shit. Like, you're supposed to have that. And, like, maybe a layer of abs. Fat is normal, and, I mean, it's necessary. It's 100% necessary. I was just talking to Zach's brother because we were watching we watched some Letterkenny when he was here, and it was like the second to latest season. And if you guys watch Letterkenny, it's an amazing show. But there's a character in it, Bonnie McMurray, and in the second to latest season, she got scary skinny. Like, I don't judge. There are naturally very thin people out there. There ain't no judgment. There's metabolic disorders and shit. She looked anorexic. I worked in a fucking eating clinic for a bit. She looked, you could see the hair, the thick hair starting to develop on her body, all this shit. It was really sad. And I was talking to Zach's brother about it because he was like, oh, she's very beautiful. And I'm like, you realize she's in treatment right now, right? And if you notice, in the last season, she has 0 to nothing lines because she's literally in treatment. And he had no idea. He was like, are you, what? And I'm like, yes. This is a girl who's suffering. This is a girl who has been beaten down by society or something and is suffering on the inside. And I was telling him, like, one of the scariest things about eating disorders and anorexia is that when your body gets to a certain fat percentage, that you no longer have any fat on your organs and on the necessary vital things that fat is meant to insulate and heat and pad, your body eats your heart. And that's not just like funny, like, your body eats your heart. No shit. Your body will not starve itself. It will eat something and it's going to eat you. So the vast majority of people who recover from eating disorders die early in life from heart attacks because their heart has been eaten. Like, your heart doesn't grow back after your body's metabolized part of it. It's now damaged forever. So it pisses me off, this kind of shit. Because, I get wrapped up in my own body. I get, like, self-conscious, and I'm like, oh, bingo wings and flabby stomach and fat thighs or whatever. And you look at someone like Claire Max, and you hear that she is crying in the mirror because she had a little bit of tummy flab, and you just gotta wonder, what the fuck did we do? Like, society has broken everyone, not just women. I can only speak to women, but I'm positive it's the same for men. You're never good enough. Like, you're either too skinny or you're too buff and everyone thinks you're on steroids or whatever. Like, there's no one out there just, like, helping us feel good about ourselves, I guess. Mm-hmm. It is. It's the primordial pouch. I love that. Bonnie's doing much better, by the way. Bonnie's doing exceptionally better. But man, that was a woman suffering. Very much so. It's excellent, dude. That's my struggle. I've been trying to get upper body muscle because I feel like the more I work out, like, I just start to look bony. And I want upper body strength, and I just have none. Anyways, I forgot to cheers. Sorry. I don't know how I got on that, but I read that last night, and I felt like I needed to bring that up because I think we all deal with it. I think there's not a person in the world who looks in the mirror every day and goes, yeah, that's fucking hot. Nobody. We're all fucked up in our head about the way we look. It's fucked up. And when you look at someone like that, like Claire Max, who's fucked up you gotta wonder. We fucked up. Cheers. Society's given us Stockholm syndrome of how we should look, and it's awful. Yes, humans were not meant to communicate with the tribe this big. Isn't it? Oh my God, it's excellent. You probably have such a better insight on this than I do, just because of what you do. Kendo, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. I fucking appreciate you. You probably understand this more than me, but it's crazy. Like, we have the capabilities to be more in touch than ever before, and we are more isolated as a people than ever before. Like, the psychosis of it, Like, we'll all go on Twitter and shout and scream and say things and put our butt out there, but no one knows their neighbor. Because they're scared of them. It's very bizarre. I mean, it fucks with me, because, like, we are a tribal species, I feel like part of the reason we're fucked up is we separated. We secluded ourselves. Or, secluded? Is that the word? Isolated? You're all hot. Rage, it's so hot today. You might be having some struggles, but you're doing your best, and that's just fine. It's okay. 100%. Can't agree more. Did you realize Bonnie was in Ready or Not? She played the ditzy rich lady who kept killing the hell. I don't know if I saw Ready or Not. Oh my God, though. I watched such a bad movie last night, Rod. I mean, in my opinion, I'm crazy picky about my horror. Like, I love horror. Rod knows. Rod loves horror. Like, horror. How do you say that word? Horror. You know what? Scary movies. Love them so much. I'm really picky, though. Like, there's so many movies out there that, like, it's because I go in with high expectations, and when I come out not scared, I'm pissed off. I'm like, this is stupid. What was this? You did nothing. I don't even know who would be scared of this. I watched, what was it called? It Comes at Night. Have you seen that? Has anybody seen that? Don't waste your life hours. It was so fucking boring. Nothing happens. Oh God, it was. I mean, Rod, it wasn't like if you had touted it as not a horror movie, as like a suspense thriller, sure, maybe. But like, it comes at night. The first 30 seconds of the movie are arguably the most interesting in the entire movie. They start out with some guy who's got like sores and shit all over his body and his eyes look crazy and they're like silent, and they take him in the woods and they pop him and they fucking burn him, and then you just never see any of that ever again until the last 30 seconds of the movie. And nothing is explained, no theories projected, you have no idea what the fuck, and nothing comes at night other than the people in the house fucking. What came at night? The people? You didn't even get any titty. Like, fuck, at least if you're gonna make a shitty horror movie, throw a naked bitch in it. I'm bored. I was so bored. It just was nothing. I mean, what? I want to see gross. I want to see pussy sores. I want to see a demon in the woods. I want to know what the fuck's what. Like, give me a conjecture. The scariest part of the whole movie was the fact that the dad would kill anybody. I made the comment. I was like, okay, so theoretically, like, you're given nothing. So this is all my conjecture about the movie. Theoretically, it's the apocalypse, and there's some weird disease that causes boils and your eyes to look pretty. That's it. And what these people do is when they go out of the house, if they see literally any other human, they just shoot them. And I was like, okay, so it's like post-apocalyptic, everybody has a disease, and we're just going to go about killing all the healthy people? Okay? Sure. It was, what the fuck came at night? What the fuck came at night? What, better or terrible? Workster, it was, it comes at night. It comes at night. That was it. Don't watch it. You don't need to watch. It was so boring. Nothing happens. It's quite literally nothing. It's like a shit ton of suspense for no payoff. That's it. Like, I think I was most nervous that a woman in the house might fuck the 17-year-old boy. Like, that was the most nervous I got in the whole movie. I'm like, you better not fuck that kid. Don't fuck that kid. They played some sexual tension in there and it was creepy. And I was like, don't do that. I got a little nervous there, but that was it. That was it. No one came at night. No one did. Dude, David, I was hoping for it. Like, seriously, you know as well as I do, in horror movies, they're notorious for throwing some titties in the first 15 minutes. That's how they get us in. There weren't even any titties. Like, give me something. Anything. And you had to watch a dog die. So, yeah, the dog dies. It was all around just a terrible movie. Don't watch that. Don't waste your life hours. It was so bad. That was the movie I went and saw, and on an AMC in the afternoon, and this drunk guy was talking, and I told him to shut the fuck up, and after the movie, the guy goes, the guy told me to shut the fuck up for that? Okay, but he fucking kind of has a point. It was like a shitty rom-com, it really was. No, not even a side boob. You got like the hint of a nipple through a thin t-shirt, and that was the sexual tension between a grown-ass woman and a 17-year-old boy, which was creepy. Nothing comes from it, but like that was the most anxious I got in the whole movie. I was like, oh, don't do that. Ew. Stop it. Don't do that. Dude, dramatic, right? I mean, who doesn't appreciate some titties? I know I'm a sick perv who just thinks about genitals and titties all day, but everybody appreciates them. Wait, the night comes for us? That's a better one? Hold on, I'm gonna write it down. The night comes for us. See, that was the thing. Like, the dog dies and no titty. There's no pro to this movie. It was so bad. It's just shit. It's just shit. Where's my pencil? Pencil. Oh, there it is. Hold on. It was The Night Comes for Us. I don't think I've seen that. Wait, they marketed it as a monster movie? Did they really? Oh, that's so shitty. That's why, I mean, you can't throw, it was, oh god, what's the one we were just talking about recently like that? The, Borderlands movie, or show, or whatever they're trying to develop. Like, if you just didn't call it Borderlands and just said, like, post-apocalyptic steampunk action series with some big names in it, I'd be all on board. I'd be like, yeah, I love not Helen, what's her name? The chick who plays Hella. I fucked up Hella. Not Helen Mirren. That's the name I'm now stuck on. That's not her. I blanked on her name. She's playing, Lilith? Cate Blanchett. Yes, I love her. Yes. Cate Blanchett. I love her. I infinitesimally love her. And if you didn't tell me that show was supposed to be Borderlands, I'd probably be on board. But because you said Borderlands, and I know the whole series, you can't do that now. What are you doing? Why is Kevin Hart Roland? I have so many questions, all of it, and I've only seen 2 previews. It just... What? No shit, it has a 6.2 on MBD. I believe that works, sir, because if you told me that It Comes at Night, the movie I watched last night, if you told me it's like an art house suspense film, I would have waited until I was in the mood for that, because I like those movies. Like, if you've ever seen Melancholia, that's when it always comes to mind when I think of movies like that. I'm definitely in the mood for those sometimes. I love them. Like, that's just that creepy, kind of melancholic, constant feeling crawling up your spine. Not bad. But because it was touted as a horror movie, and now Rod's saying it was supposed to be a monster movie, I'm not kidding you guys, there's nothing, not even a hint of a supernatural entity. It's literally, first 30 seconds you see a guy with some boils on his skin, and in the last 30 seconds you see a guy with some boils on his skin. A whole lot of shots of the woods with no one in it, though. Like, those, like, panned in, like, with a buzzing sound, like, me. But there's nothing there. I Googled, there isn't anything there. It wasn't like I was missing it. There's nothing there. DJ Daddy! How are you? Happy belated Father's Day. I hope it was wonderful. I feel bad for Kate. And it's like, again, what's happening? Why? That's not the way. I think they're trying to get in an audience that doesn't know Borderlands by using big names like Cate Blanchett, but they're alienating the fans of the series because, I'm so sorry, Lilith is like a child. She's a experimented on child, kind of, She's not a 50-something-year-old gorgeous goddess woman, which, like, again, Cate Blanchett, she's a fucking gorgeous goddess woman. I have no qualms here, but that's not it. What do we do? What's happening? Kevin Hart as Roland, what's happening? What? Do I need to say it? When Vissy gets here, we'll be able to just say it without saying it. Because, do you know what I'm saying? Oh, the wig is so bad, Sexcellent. Dude, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. When I see modern movies today, like modern shit made, and the wigs are terrible, I know women who do put wigs on themselves in their bathroom, and they can do it better than these people in the movies are doing it. Like, what the fuck's going on? Hire my friends. I have friends who can put on a lace wig every single morning before work, and it maintains all night at a fucking hospital while coding people. And you can't manage it in a movie? What's happening? Did we lose lace fronts? And I like Jack Black as Claptrap, but he lacks the naivety and obliviousness, 100%. Yeah, he lacks the cute childness that, like, I thought the same thing. Like, a lot of people are really annoyed by Claptrap, but I gotta pee. I'm dancing. Like, he's just kind of an adorable dork, like a child, kind of like your little schmo you pull around. Jack Black's amazing, but that's not it. It really feels like the casting, like someone sat down with the casting people and the casting people were like, all right, give us a quick rundown on every character. And they were like, okay, well, Claptrap's the comic relief and Lilith's the hot bitch with some powers that heals, and they just went off that with nothing else. That's kind of what it feels like. I'm upset because I love Borderlands, man. I think they could have done a really good job with it. Oh, it's 100% the casting. I would never blame the actors. You got to make your bag, right? Get your bag. It is not your fault you're being cast. Oh my God, Sexcellent. We were just talking about this recently. I went and saw the new Furiosa something. I forget the names. I'm really bad with them. The new Mad Max. The new Mad Max, Furiosa. Yeah. And they cast Anna Taylor-Joy. Is that her name? Anna Taylor-Joy. as Furiosa, like after Charlize Theron. And I love Anna Taylor-Joy. I adore her. I think she's a fucking magical actress. I can't tell you how many times I've watched The Queen's Gambit. Like 5 times. All the way through. I love it. She's phenomenal. But what a weird fucking role to cast her in. And, I mean, again, I just watch too many movies and I pick shit apart. It doesn't always ruin movies for me, but one thing that really fucking bothered me, because we were in the big show at the Alamo Theater, so it's like the monstrous theater with the best sound possible, and because it's the best sound possible, it's so obvious that every single time you don't see Anna Taylor-Joy's face while she's speaking, it's a voiceover. And it's bad. Like, she will sound like Charlize Theron, and then they pan onto her face while she's talking, and all of a sudden her voice goes up. You can hear it. And I'm kind of deaf. I've been to a lot of metal concerts in my lifetime. Like, I don't have great hearing at this point. And you can tell. And, like, little things like, I've never seen a movie where when the main character is speaking and saying some poignant lines, the camera refuses to go on their face. I don't know how. Like, imagine I'm not the main character, but the camera's on my face while the main character's talking 24/7. It's really weird, and you can tell it's because of this fucking voiceover, because she sounds like this. Not like this. And it's not her fault, though. Like, I don't blame Anna Taylor-Joy for this. Make your bag. She probably got fucking billions for being in that movie. I don't know. If someone wanted, like, I think the example I used was, if a casting person came at me and was like, we think you're perfect for this pretty princess role, I'd be like, okay. Money, please? And then I do it, because I don't give a fuck. We all know I probably should be the evil wicked witch, but like, if you're gonna cast me as a pretty princess and pay me, I don't give a shit. You're digging yourself a hole, not me. Like, we're all gonna love Anna Taylor-Joy regardless. She's phenomenal. Billions and loads of trauma. Yep. That's what it is. Automated dialogue replacement. It's really, really weird. I've never seen a movie do that before. Especially, and another, I mean, I've just thought about it too much because it's weird. But like, Anna Taylor-Joy has a very characteristic face. Her face is very beautiful, very unique. I don't want to, I'm not saying any of this in a negative way. She has a face that's recognizable. And to cast someone like that and then never put the camera on their face unless you're across the desert and it's a distance shot is odd. And it's just, it keeps leading me to, like, that's where I started noticing, like, the audio's different when it's on her face versus not on her face. And I'm not kidding you. There's a scene where it's like her back while she's speaking, because it's never on her face while she's fucking speaking. And I swear to God, it was Charlize Theron. Like, I actually went, huh, and then it pans to her face and she starts talking and it lifts up again. And I was like, oh, it's not. But I swear to God, they edited her voice to sound like Charlize, unless it's on her mouth, and then they can't. It's really just weird. It just makes me, it like takes me out of the movie. Because normal people's voices don't change depending on where the camera is on my face. You know? I don't think Charlize Theron wanted to go back. Mad Max sets are terrible. I mean, can you imagine? Did you really like her in it? See? I love Anna Taylor-Joy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to. It's just, she's not... I mean, you saw the first one, right, with Charlize Theron, Sarah? Like, okay, maybe it's because I'm mildly obsessed with Charlize Theron. I don't know how you go up, how do you move from Charlize Theron? I, for $1 billion, would not take a role that was the sequel or even related to Charlize Theron, because I'm gonna get compared to that. And I don't need that in my mind. I already hate myself enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you... Where do you go from Charlize? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, where do you go? Sorry, my chat jumped. Some do it really well. They usually do it when the audio isn't good enough to leave it as it is. This was definitely... I mean, I don't think I've ever noticed that in a movie before. A voice changing so drastically, and that's why it stuck out so hardcore to me, was when the camera is behind her and not on her mouth. She sounds like this, and then it pans around and she starts getting a little British, and then it's like this, and you're like, what is going on? It was very bizarre. The ADR is bad, and oh, dude, I lied. I have seen one other movie where they do the ADR, and it's Madam Web. If you guys are in the mood to just shit on something, give Madam Web a try. I can't. It was hard to watch alone because I had no one to be like, uh, uh, it's, I mean, not just the ADR or whatever, it's just really bad. Like, Madam Web, I mean, the theory, like, the whole, honestly, I was never a fan. The comic of Madam Web was always a little fucking dumb to me. Like, I don't know. Madam Web was stupid. I don't know why she had to be Madam Web and those were her powers. I think they just wanted to make some lady Spider-Man or something. But the holy... same, DJ, it's so bad. The movie is... I can't even tell... Please just watch it. There's no way to explain how bad it is to you. It's like watching a high-budget The Room. You know what I'm... You're tearing me apart, Linda! Or whatever her name is. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Mark. It's like that with money. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Lisa, you're tearing me apart, Linda. Yeah, that. It's on there. It's fucking on par. It's so... honestly, I forgot her name. It's been a while since I watched The Room. Like with Superman, them having to CGI out the mustache. That is so weird. It's Sarah. It's really bad. I mean, if you want to laugh, like if you and Darren just want to sit and take some edibles and have a good fucking giggle, oh my God. Even the first 15 minutes are so fucking bad and ridiculous and just... It's comical, dude. Same. Like, I definitely get in the mood where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to eat a couple edibles, smoke myself silly, and I'm just going to make fun of this. Like, I've been there. Like, yep, with snacks and weed, you have to. Like, it feels good sometimes, and Madam Web is. I can't even think of an example. It's so bad. That's why we all watch, dude, Morbius was better than Madam Web, and Morbius is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Honestly, I'd take Madam Web over Morbius just because I can laugh at the ridiculousness more, because it's so bad in Madam Web that you're just like, holy shit. Whereas in Morbius, I feel like they tried, and I feel a little bad laughing at it. But Madam Web, I don't feel they tried much. It feels like a YouTube college student movie made. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how it feels. It's a tall statement. I know. I would. Morbid Time. Because Morbid Time, it felt like there was effort and actually some congruence in the story. I don't know what happened with Madam Web. I can't even give you a bit on what happened there. I don't know. It's so bizarre. It's just so bad. I don't know. I really don't know what happened. It doesn't feel like anyone's trying. The 50 Shades of Grey girl plays exactly the 50 Shades of Grey girl, but as Madam Web. And, like, if you don't know who Madam Web is, she's basically, like, supposed to be the Lady Spider-Man, but her Spidey power, I guess, is, like, seeing the future via webs in her brain. I can't even say it. It's so bad. I can't even say it with a straight. That's it. That's it. That's actually it, though. She has clairvoyance via the webs in her brain. That's the visual they give you. Is like her clairvoyance goes down these spider webs in her brain to see, or some shit. And like all that aside, if we want to get really pretentious about it, spiders have one brain cell. They don't even have a brain cell. They have a ganglion. A ganglion. They ain't seeing no fucking clairvoyant future. I don't know. Like, that's where I get confused. Like, you either thought of this power and then you named her, or you thought of the name and then you gave the power, and neither way makes sense. Like at least Spider-Man has webs and shit. Like, what? How it? I. A Ganglion says. Better. Mm-hmm. It's not going about clairvoyancing things. Madam Web is what happens when you talk a writer on a fiver down to 250. Man touches a tree and suddenly has access to Wikipedia. Yes! I would watch that movie more. I haven't seen The Acolyte. Is it terrible? Disney's been terrible for a few years now. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I think the last thing that came out that I really liked was what is it, like the Legend of Shang-Chi, or the Shang-Chi story. With the rings. Is it the Rings of something? What is the name of that one? It has Aquafina in it. Her name's Katie in it. That's not why I like it, though. It's whatever. But I think that's the last thing I liked that came out of Disney, and it's just been a bunch of crap. Shang-Chi and the Five Rings. Thank you. I very much enjoy that movie. I haven't watched it in a bit, though. It's a really good one. I love it. The action scenes shot in it are phenomenal. I'm a sucker for good action scenes, and that bus scene at the beginning is, like, really cool. 10 Rings. Is it 10 Rings? The Legend of the 10 Rings. Is it Shang? I'm trying to think how he's... G. Fuck me. It's not Chi, though. It's like G. Shang-Chi. G. Is how you say it. I'm just trying to think of how they actually pronounce it. It doesn't matter. That's a really good one, though. I liked it. The fact that they made the rings actual rings and not finger rings kind of irks me. I kind of like, I said the exact same thing, and I can't remember who I was. I can't remember who I was watching it with, but they pointed out it's probably the visual. Which I guess. Like, they wanted something huge for the visual of it, as opposed to, I guess. But, like, it's Disney. I don't know. Use some magic. I like the SW series they've done. Andor was the best. Oh my god, the Star Wars series are really good, yeah. I forgot about, like, and I'm really bad with the timelines, but Andor was phenomenal. Is phenomenal. Andor is so good. Holy shit. I did not, I mean, honest to fuck, because this is a safe place. I didn't have high hopes for any of that. At all. And I know it's just me, I really don't like Ahsoka. And it's really sad, and I know it's just my pretentious ass, because I've read the books, and I love the books. And I've had, 36 years to develop who Ahsoka is in my own head via all the fan-written stories out there and all the actual books that are canon, blah, blah, blah. Well, that aren't canon anymore, I guess. I don't know. I have such a... Like, Ahsoka was the coolest to me because she was gray. And I think she's written boring. Oh, don't hate me. Cheers. See Reasonable, and if you like Dakota Johnson, just watch 50 Shades of Grey, because at least you get to see her titties. Madam Web is like 50 Shades of Grey with no boobs. It's very depressing. It was a foil to Iron Man when the whole magic versus science thing. Oh! It was to foil Iron Man with the magic versus... Oh. Shogun's technically made by Disney. That was meant... Shogun was really good. I liked it, but again... The book, I'm one of those, right? It's the worst. I grew up reading books because I grew up without cable or a TV. And Shogun is one of my favorite books I've ever read in my entire life. I've talked about it so many fucking times on my stream before this movie or the show was even announced. And when it was announced, I admitted I was so nervous. I waited months. I waited. I didn't watch it right away. And I finally did watch it. I think they did a good job. It was well done. Like, they follow the story pretty on par, but you can't, it's impossible to translate into a movie what books do. Like, unless you have an overarching narrator speaking throughout the entire movie, it's really hard. Because in the book, you're getting the internal thoughts and feelings and all the inside things that people aren't saying out loud that really enhance the story, I think, and make a lot of it more cohesive. And like, the show, it's basically you get their facial expressions, and if you're not guessing an entire chapter worth of internal thoughts off that one facial expression, you don't really get a lot of the reasoning or stuff behind their actions, I guess. We love tits. I watched Madame Web on the plane, and dear God, it was bad. It's really bad, right? I'm glad I'm not the only one, because yeah. Madame Web was just someone's insect on human smut fiction. Oh my God. Don't blame Disney for Sony more. What else does Sony do besides Spider-Man? Did they do Web? I still get really confused about the Sony Disney thing. It's weird. It still confuses me, and I don't know if I'm just stupid. Oh God, the debates. Ugh. I hate voting years. Ahsoka was kind of the least interesting character in the series, but that show was live action Rebels. Yeah, I feel like if I wouldn't, and again, it's because I went in with these high hopes of like, Ahsoka! And she was like, very boring. And she is not boring. Like, Ahsoka, the character before this show came out, is not boring. And not monotone. And she's kind of pissy. She's kind of an emotional wreck, actually. A little bit. Because her master turned into Darth Vader, spoilers, and abandoned her halfway through her training. Like, a calm person that does not create. At all? I don't know. And they made her so, like, calm and shit. It's weird. I didn't watch Ender's Game. I refuse. I love the books too much. I can't do it. I haven't heard enough good things about the movie to want to do it. Web, Venom, anything Spider-Man related. So Venom is Sony too? Because I love Venom. Sexcellent. Be safe. Enjoy your margaritas, love. Make sure to hydrate. Marvel had to sell properties in the 90s because they were going bankrupt. I remember that going down, but like, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like in recent years, there was like a crossover where someone, like, was it a license was expiring or something? And they were trying to buy the rights back? Remind me. Something happened, right? I'm not totally off on this. Oh, Biff, the book, again, the book is just bad. The book has so much more in it. It's not one character. The book focuses on him, his sister, his brother, and you get chapters from each character's mindset. So you're not just viewing it from Ender's point of view throughout the book. Oh, Ender's Game, and yes, I realize the author is very problematic. Ender's Game, the first book, is one of my favorite books I've ever read in my entire life. Ever. Easily. It's up there with, like, Timeline and shit. It's so good. It's just really unique. I've never read a book like it. To this day, I don't think I've ever read a book like Ender's Game. It's really good. Oh, dude, rip. Venom's great. Venom is good popcorn cinema. Would you guys disagree? It's just like a good time. It's got a little bit of romance from the superhero shit. It's fucking funny. It's just funny. I like humor. The serious, when shit gets too serious, I tend to fall out of it. And when it's funny, I'm in it. I'll explain the Sony thing. Okay, thank you. Because I knew something happened. So back in the day, Marvel was going bankrupt and sold off their media rights for movies to other studios. Sony got Spider-Man. Forward to today, Sony still owns Spider-Man movie rights, and they essentially made a deal to loan Spider-Man to Disney. Okay. That makes more sense. I knew there was something fucky with it that had happened in recent years. I just couldn't remember the semantics of it. Thank you. There were parts of Ender's Game movie that were pretty good. There were parts that were absolutely stupid. I had to divorce the movie from the book in a way. That's what I have to do. I will have to if I watch the movie. Maybe after my tattoo this weekend, I'll watch it while my computer arm heals. Do it. Seriously, they're good time. They're good time. They're a good time. They are a good time. Katie can speak. Disney panders too much to woke. Not saying that because I'm against woke. I'm not. I consider myself woke and want diversity and stuff. However, the Disney brand of woke seems like corporate shareholder woke bullshit that's not authentic, and it irritates me. I completely understand what you're saying. I feel like I'm on the same page. I feel that way with, like, you could compare that to the Pride Month bullshit, right? Like, a company coming out with a rainbow lanyard in June does not an ally make. And just because I'm gay doesn't mean I don't see that. It's the pandering of it. I feel like you can taste it. It's like disgusting. You feel it in the back of your throat when you can feel that pandering shit. I know, I completely sympathize. I know what you mean. I watched Ender's Game. It was an okay sci-fi movie. Not much as an adaptation. Yeah, and that's the bummer. Because, like, remember, I mean, those of you who have read the book, I'm assuming there's people out there that have read the book. You remember, like, the political nonsense with Valentine and the older brother and, like, how they have, like, this weird online, but before the internet existed. So the way they described it in the book, like, blog article, whatever. And they were children, like, in the book. His little sister, I can't remember how old she was, but she's sub 10, I want to say. She's like 8 or 9, and she starts controlling the political atmosphere of a planet via this blog online because she's a genius. Like, you get all this extra shit, and I don't even know if any of that's in the movie. But some of that was my favorite. I loved that stuff. Like, it was unique. I don't know. It was, and the way it's told is really unique. And I just don't know how. None of that's, yeah, I want nothing to do with the movie. You just confirmed it. I want nothing to do with the movie. That was my favorite part of the book. I want nothing to do. I'm out. Enjoy your movie. Don't read the book. They just have bully stuff with the brother. What? Wait, is the sister even in it? God, that's depressing. I'm so glad I grew up reading. I feel like I just got a way better experience than half the people out there that don't even know. Zandivia, do you not like Venom? I totally get it. I have bad taste in movies sometimes. I like some crap cinema. Like, for the crap sake of it a little bit. I don't know how to explain that. I definitely have crap taste sometimes. Sony is contractually, what a word that's hard for my mouth for some reason, obligated to make a Spider-Man every 3 to 5 years. What? Or the rights return to Marvel? That's why they keep rebooting it? Huh. Yeah, so many things are making sense right now. Like, I don't know if you can see the gears turning, but like, oh, wow. Cool. Love it. Yeah, what a fucking shitstorm. None of that's a good. What? What's the stainless steel rat? Wait, what is that? So in weird movies, Mel Brooks is making a sequel to Spaceballs. What? Did you see the, like, I guess, biography movie he kind of made of himself? So they could make a movie for, like, Spider-Girl and they keep the rights. Why don't they do that? Madam Web? They're responsible for Madam Web, I'm assuming, right? Same, Damien. That's how I feel. I don't want that. Didn't Aragon do something? I'm gonna be honest. The movie Aragon was so fucking bad. I blacked out halfway through. I don't even remember what happens. No clue. R.I.P. Saphira. I don't know. It was so bad. Right, Robin. I was just gonna say they like ruined the book. I have a signed copy of the book and I have never read it again. It's in there somewhere because I just can't get the fucking movie out of my head. That first half before I blacked out. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, if you can't do it, just don't do it. Why do you have to just stop it? If you can't do it, you don't fucking need to do it. Go away. Go away. Go ruin someone else's franchise. Ender's Game is a good movie. Had much better right and much better than it had any right to be. I'm just sad they left out literally my favorite parts of the book. Like it's intense. Like the political drama going on in the book is really intense and really well done. And the fact that it's all controlled by like 8-year-olds on the internet that isn't the internet, because obviously this book was written before the internet, but you know what I'm saying? It was wild. And Rod just confirmed that literally none of that is in the movie at all. And that makes my heart sad. I don't want to ruin my headcanon for the book. I like the way that was put. I don't want that to happen. It happens with medical patients. If they find a new method of delivery, they can keep the patient without having to do trials again. Yuck. And that's Jesus Christ. And that's why we got Morbius. So depressing. My understanding re Spider-Man is that when they purchased the rights to it, there was a clause that basically, a shit or get off the pot clause, if they're not continuously making content based on the IP, or reverts the IP back to Marvel. So basically, I mean, I can understand, this is what I'm getting from that. The reasoning behind that clause was essentially so Sony can't just buy Spider-Man and then sit on it forever and never make anything again. Buying it basically just to control the franchise. It's essentially saying, like, you're buying it because you're going to use that franchise, and if you don't use it, we will. Right? Yeah, okay. That's what I'm getting out of that. It sounds, I mean, good, but also like, wow. Quality over quantity, in my opinion. Jesus Christ. Same. I was so obsessed with that series, and then I read it, and they shoved like 2 books into one movie, and it was horrible. They shoved 2 books into one movie, and then left out some of the most key points of both books. I don't know. I think they just wanted to make something with dragon. A dragon. Oh man, I love One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's weird to say I love that movie. It's a really good movie, but man, it is a head fuck. Jack Nicholson's a great actor. It's called evergreening, I think, but yeah, Patients Are Wild. Wow, evergreening? I don't think I've ever heard that. I'm not sure where your book tastes lie, but if you like medieval fantasy, you might like Priest. Ooh, my book tastes are all over the place. I find that I don't really have a genre. I fall in love with authors and the way they write. It's a style, like the way some people write just gets me, and it's like interesting. And some of the, I can't read Game of Thrones. George R.R. Martin is the most fucking vanilla, bland, boring fucking author I've ever read in my life. I can't do it. It's just, but I watched the entire series and adored every single moment of it. Except the end we don't talk about. But some people love that shit, so like, it's obviously good. That's how we got on this conversation works for no shit, is that Spaceballs is getting a sequel. That's how old is Mel Brooks now? He's got to be in his late 80s at least, right? Hold on, I want to write this down. Priest by Matt Colville. No, I tend to, because I've accidentally, like, no shit, I've picked up a book, like, off a sale rack and didn't realize it was a Christian love novel. Like, that was the category of this book. Like, the author describes herself as a Christian author. Didn't even realize it until I finished it. It was a good book. But yeah, I kind of just fall in love with books. He's 97, 98? Holy fuck. Damn. Hold on, Priest. I started a book recently, actually. I think it was called What Wakes the Dead. What Wakes the Dead? But it's like a really creepy retelling of the House of Usher. I'm only like a quarter of the way through so far, but ugh. I didn't think you get darker than the House of Usher, but wow, did they do it. It's very creepy. Dude, Zebot, why not? I think I have those both on the shelf behind me, actually. Priest and Thief, he's still writing Fighter in his spare time. Ooh, hell yeah. GRM will die without finishing the series. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if he even thinks it's worth it to finish the series because so many people got miffed about the HBO series and how that was ended. Like, if I was him, he's probably already made his bag. Like, he can probably delay it till death. And, I mean, he'll be dead. Why would it matter to him? But, like, even if I had read the entire book series, that show ended so shamefully. I wouldn't continue to read the series if I was reading it. I mean, how long has the series been done? This is, I get to see you in less than 12 hours! I made your bed. That's so excited. Is it like 5 years? I can't remember. Not the show, well, yeah, the show. When did the last season? I can't remember where I lived when it came out. I cannot remember. But when it ended, when the show ended, we were all joking about like, oh, George R. R. Martin's not going to live to write the next book, and it's that many years later, and he still hasn't finished the book. So like, it was 5 years ago. I remember people were like, you can't just say that because he's old, and I was like, I'm not saying that because he's old. I'm saying that because he doesn't have to finish the book. He doesn't have to do shit. Like, he did Elden Ring instead of writing the new book. He's not writing the new book. We're never getting another book. Excuse me. Last book came out in 2011. Wow. Oh, you're really never getting that book. Corkson! Welcome to my channel, welcome to my stream. My name's ClassyKatie. It's fucked up to meet you. Take my breath away with your choice from my fucked up family today. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. I invite you in your bed and take your pants off, place your hand upon your shoulders, and enjoy your trim hair. I'll start my pants on before I bite you. Same embrace your goddamn nudity, motherfucker. Every hole is a goal and yours is golden. Still got it! Cheers. I read about that, Rage, yeah. And then when the series came out, everybody was like, no, the directors did it. The directors sped up production and they ended it like that on purpose because he didn't want to take the blame for how fucking terribly it ended. On so many levels. How much did he, I honestly don't know how much he really had to do with Elden Ring. Does anybody know? I just know he was involved. Like, that's the last time George R. R. Martin was really even spoken about or on my radar, was he did that. But I don't know. Good morning, Molly Love. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god. Wait, I have a mix of this. Who remixed this, though? Scandroid. Listen to this one. This is the only mix of this song I've ever heard that I don't hate. But Ninja Sex Party would do a good job. So would Electric Callboy. Them doing a cover of this would be fucking sick. Scott's buying some of my bookmarks. I'll only accept hand delivery. He can't leave money in your mailbox. He's a sneaky fucker, dude. He's literally managed to come inside my house and leave. And the dogs, I'm not kidding, Vissy. You know how sensitive my dogs are. They didn't even notice he came in. He came in my house and left. And we were right here. They didn't even notice. He's a fucking light-footed fuck. So you're gonna have to lay a trap, is what I'm saying. Of some kind. Or we just go bombard his poor house. He helped with the lore. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just knew he was involved. He laid the groundwork for the lore. Okay. If he finishes the series and it's bad, he loses all the clout he's using to secure other projects. If it does more for him to not finish it. Shinova, that's a fucking mind-blowing point. You are so right. I think that's where my brain was headed. On its path of like, yeah, he doesn't have to do shit. But you're totally right. It's probably beneficial for him to never finish it. Unless he's literally dying. In which case, it doesn't matter. GRRM supposedly wrote the older history of Elden Ring before the Shattering and the Fall of the Gods. Interesting. It's a good mix, right? Yeah, it's by Scandroid. But it doesn't, I like a mix that doesn't take away from an original, because I love this original. I mean, who the fuck doesn't? But they, like, highlight his vocals in it. Instead of, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How some people, they try to put in their own shit and they take away from the original song. He just enhances it, I feel like. I don't know. I think he just really enhanced the song and made it, like, modern. He came where? Did he at least clean up? I mean, probably not. That's like saying, though, that Guillermo del Toro should never make a movie because it hurts him overall. I mean, really, you could say that about any creator, actually, right? If they were, like, riding high on their whatever. project they're doing. I mean, I love Guillermo del Toro. He makes just great shit. But you're right. I'm not disagreeing. You really could. It really, I mean, it's kind of like, what is that fucking saying? You know, you live long enough to become the villain or die a hero or whatever. You can die a legend or go out on the worst book you ever made. Yeah. Oh, no shit. Hold on. They do a mix of the Force theme. I'm gonna look it up. A Scandroid sounds really familiar. I feel like I've heard songs by them. Force. Force is how I spelt it just now. We're just gonna ignore that. Him finishing the books, I'd argue, would help him more because he'd be able to milk that forever. Is he claiming there's only one book left? Like, has he even stated how many books? We have them all. I've never read. I don't. There's the big one. I haven't read them. I won't point fingers to the person in the house who has terrible taste. I'm just kidding. They're not mine. I don't know how many. He says there's 2 books. 2 books left? You think he's gonna do it? That's a lot. Would he Absolutely not. Cool. Okay. I'm not, I mean, people can live forever. I'm not saying age has anything to do with it. But, like, that's the last book, what do you guys say? It came out in 2011? And it's taken this long to get another one out? I think he's 100% literally going to die on that hill. Literally! Weird hill to die on! That's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, why? I don't know how old he is, to be honest. Does anybody know? George R. R. Martin. I could ask Google, I guess. I don't want to. She listens too much. Oh, I didn't see. Books 4 and 5 are just rudderless. What do you mean by that? Like, there's no, like, driving story in it that really makes you want to keep going or something? Dude, Stephen King will go forever. I mean, Stephen King did it right, though. Like, if I was going to be an author, I probably wouldn't make a series. If anything, make a trilogy, but just write one-offs. And if they score, they score, and if they don't, whatever, write another one. You know? Yeah, he did it right. Like, one of my favorite Stephen King books, I can never remember the fucking name of it, but I remember the cover. I think it was, like, a glass. It was, like, water dripping into a glass of water or something. Or water dripping into water. It was blood dripping into water, I think. And it was all short stories. And it came out, God, like 20 years ago. You guys probably know the one I'm talking about. But it's all just short stories. And that's one of my favorites. I love those. I think he really thrives in the shorter stories, to be honest. Yeah, I think he does. He gets to the gore. Or not the gore, the good stuff. Like the guts faster. Do you know what one I'm talking about, Vissy? I didn't even own it. It literally, there's a fuzz in the air. It was my aunt's, and I remember I was at her house and bored, so I just picked it up and started reading it. And ended up loving it. Miyazaki said he's open to collabing with other writers going forward. I'd love to see him collab with Brandon. So, shit. That's the Mist series. Oh God, what was the series? The Mist. I have them somewhere. I have too many books. I need to purge. Stormlight, yes, yeah. Yes, Mistborn. Oh, thank you, Mistborn. Yeah. Dude, that'd be sick. Yeah. I'd love that. It's just he has too much going on and he doesn't know what to do with the story. I mean, that's how this series felt. In all seriousness, the way that the show series for Game of Thrones wrapped up, it felt like there was just a million storylines that had no significant end in sight. So they just kind of took the easy way. You want to know one of my favorite authors in the world and also is notorious for the shittiest endings in books? Motherfucking Anne Rice. Rest in peace, you beautiful soul. She lost her mind a little bit at the end, and she was never quite the most unproblematic human being in the world. But I do give her credit for getting me to read. Like, finding big books that I actually wanted to finish the entire book. Like, I became obsessed. I found her books at the library and just binged them. But she's it always feels like you've got this amazing story, and the last chapter is her needing to take a shit. I remember thinking this when I was like in middle school. Like, she must have just needed to take a dump really bad, and that's the only reason this is the way she ended this book, and the other book, and the next book, and the next book, and the other book, and the next one. They just have the worst. Yeah, just kill a character, easiest way out, right? I mean, you're not wrong. I bounced off Stormlight Archives. Oh, they're pretty good. If you're anything like me, I can see, I think I got a bug bite. Fucking mosquitoes. They're out. They're a little slow sometimes, and I just force myself to get through them, and once you do, it's like awesome again. Almost as much time passed between the first book and the last one out as has been since the last one came out. Jesus. What the fuck? Damn. Everything's Eventual is the King book. Everything's Eventual! Nicely done. Nicely fucking done. Just kill. Yeah, Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare, though. Finished book 4 of the Stormlight Archives last week, and the book had me crying so hard. Don't you love that? The fact that books can do that. It's so sick, but I love that. I don't know. If a book can get me to be emotional, that's pretty fucking crazy. I call that blowing your load early. Yeah, that's it. It's like they fucking came, and now they're just ashamed about the porn they're watching, and they're like, and everyone died. The end. You're like, what did you do? What? Okay. It's cool. It's why I like anthologies with lots of shorter stories set in a shared world. Yes. I feel like and again, problematic authors that I didn't know were problematic. I feel like I'm like, again, a problematic author. I just look for them. I like racist authors. These are people we found out were problematic later in life. But the Xanth series by Piers Anthony, I think it's called the Xanth series. It's by Piers Anthony. It's like an adult fantasy series that started coming out in the 70s. It was one of the founding series I found that really got me into reading, and I fucking adored it. And like, I don't know how do I word it? I feel like every book it followed Bink was his name, but then it would like start morphing into, you would like just slowly, all of a sudden you were following another character and you didn't even realize it. And now you're on that. Now that's that story. Dude, do you remember those? The Xanth series. They were great. It was like A Spell for Chameleon was the second one. The Something of Xanth, I think, was the first one. Xanth is like the place. It's a really good, if you like adult high fantasy, meaning just adult themes. It's not like not straight up smut. There's some smut in there, but it's not straight up smut. Check it out. It's a pretty dope series. You can probably find it in a thrift store quite easily. It's very old, but it's like this. I don't know how to explain it. It's like there's a bubble over a chunk of the world, and magic exists there, and people born there in the bubble are born with magical powers, and anybody that approaches the bubble, like, the bubble tells them to walk away. I personally think J.K. Rowling fuckface stole a lot of Harry Potter from the Xanth series. Like, the whole muggles just don't notice magic in the world because it's spelled. If you ever read the Xanth series, you let me know if you also see some mirrored things, because I think that bitch stole a lot of material. Transphobic hoe. Here's problematic. I think I read somewhere he had some racist tendencies where he was like anti-Semitic or something like that. I don't remember 100% what it was. I read the books ages ago and someone informed me of this and I went and did a little digging on it. Similar, I just learned 2 days ago that Roald Dahl was apparently a notorious anti-Semitic. Crazy. Cheers. Do I need, maybe. Oh, she got to interview Hansi. That's pretty fucking cool. Is that how you say it? Hansi? Sandy, if you're right, I read it when I was like, I think I read the first in the series in like 6th grade. I'm basing that off the person I borrowed it from. 6th grade. Crazy. Hold on, pause music. I wanted to hear this Scandroid. The Force theme? Don't be a dick today, YouTube. That was a hot hit. Oh my dear God. What was the blue adept? I don't know that one, Robo. Hold on, I gotta ask when he comes back. Which guy? Which guy knives? A spell for Chameleon opened talking about how his wife would physically change into an ugly woman when she was on her period. Yes. Like, no shit. So the main character, his wife's power she was born with was the power of basically when she is ovulating and at her most fertile, she is the most beautiful, sexual, attractive goddess you've ever seen in your world, but she's as dumb as a rock. When she is on her period, she's the most hideous woman you've ever seen in your life, but she's the smartest person on the earth. So there's some themes like that you're like, huh. You know? Hold on, oh, thank you, Robo. This is the Apprentice Adept. I'll check. Oh! This was by Piers Anthony, too. Holy shit, I didn't even know. In this series, Proton is only one planet in a galaxy of human inhabited worlds. Most of the atmosphere of the planet has been destroyed through the mining of protonite, a valuable energy source. And the inhabitants of Proton live in the domed cities with artificial life support despite its advanced... Ooh, it's a science fiction. Hell yeah. This is interesting, actually. The main pastime of Proton inhabitants is the game. When two persons want to play a round, they proceed to a game console. There, one player chooses one of 4 categories. 1, physical, 2, mental, 3, chance, or 4, arts.
I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
Thank you so much for stepping to the class, keeping the class alive, giving any swings theory. I fucking appreciate you. Go forth and being consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexy and pure sober consent. Okay, so the game. Physical, mental, chance, or arts. The other player chooses among A, naked, B, tool, C, machine, or D, animal. In this context, naked does not necessarily mean unclothed, but rather unassisted by external tools. Once the grid is completed, players continue on subgrids until they select a particular game to play. For instance, in the books, Style plays a naked arts round in interpretive dance, while later on the same category produces extemporaneous poetry. Extemporaneous. What the fuck does that mean? Extemporaneous poetry. Chance Tool covers board and card games, among others. Most sports are under physical, but so is Tiddlywinks. Due to the wide variety of contests available, any given round could take any one of the thousands of forms. In choosing categories for the game and then particular contests, once the main category is selected, the intelligent player uses his knowledge of his opponent, trying to play to the opponent's weaknesses and his own strengths. Of course, his ability to do so is limited because half the grid is the opponent's hands. Huh. Oh, okay. Extemporaneous means improved. Improved or improved. Hold on. I'm going to go with improved, right? Improved poetry. Probably. Yeah, improvisation. Improv poetry, that's pretty dope. Dude, Rod, it's so weird to me. I just don't... This is what's scary about massive fan bases of any kind. Of any kind. Like, the mob mentality of, like... Dave Grohl didn't say any slant about her at all. He's like complimented her and actually stood up for her many times in the past. He made a comment about artists who lip sync, but because he previously had said Taylor's name and the fact that she was having a concert in the same city, the Swifties were like, Dave Grohl is saying Taylor Swift does not sing live at her concerts. Murder! Ah! Fire! And you're... What? The fuck? This is Scandroid. This is pretty good, right? I'll give you a link. Hold on. Here you go. It got dark in here just now. It's, I mean, any kind of mob mentality like that. I hope Taylor like tweets like, "Hey, calm down, Swifties," because wow, that's some scary shit. Hold on, my shit jumped again. I don't. They must be updating stuff again. I miss being a little kid and not knowing how stupid people are. I think I knew it. I don't know if I ever thought that. You hear about the Swifties going after his daughter? That's not okay. A child? You could tell me Dave Grohl was the devil himself and I'd ask you where I could join his religion. I kind of feel the same. But, like, if someone, made a dig at Dave Grohl, I'd probably just be like, haha, that's funny. You do it then. Like, no one can be Dave Grohl. No one can be Taylor Swift. So, like, what? I just don't. It's such a weird violence to come out of nowhere. Did music just. We have a video, anyways. We'll watch this while music decides not to die. Not today. Don't die. Don't die for. Yeah, my music decided to freeze for a second, so I figured what better time than to watch something potentially funny and heartwarming and hilarious. Gotta turn this shit down, otherwise it's gonna blow our ears out.
I'm going to fuck you.
I'm gonna burp.
With Satan's cock.
The music started. Oh my god. Sorrel Lynn, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it 8 swings. For 37 fucking months, that's a really long time, and I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. That's a long time. Time goes by too fast, and it's freaking me out lately. All the time, actually. To liken it to assault cheapens actual assault survivors, but no one listens to actual survivors. It's this weird, stupid purity culture thing that's been happening, and I don't understand it 100%. It's like comparing. It reminds me of, have you ever had to be around a one-upper? The type of person where they're like, hey, how are you? And you're like, oh man, I had a rough night, like broke my leg. And they're like, oh man, I broke both my legs last night. But my mom did it. She ran me over on purpose. She looked me in the eye while it happened. They're liquid and I don't have legs anymore. It reminds me of that bullshit, but a different flavor. Like, none of it's appropriate. My one-uppers are better than you. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's a weird fucking mentality. People just be mental. That's just like people be trying to involve themselves way too much in Taylor's life. Like, anytime she does anything, wears anything, they be reading into it and start rumors. Like, she wears a necklace and they're like, oh my god, it's got a watch on it. It's gonna say the time of the end of the world, and she's gonna do it, and it's gonna be during a concert in Kansas City. I don't know. It's crazy. It's so wild the way it goes. I understand people like want something to be like into and super excited about, but damn, they take it really far. Recently, she started getting accused of being pregnant again. Because she's a little thick around the waist. The fucking fury in my soul. Oh my god. It's sick, because, like, I know I don't need to ask you guys, but when is it ever appropriate to comment on someone's weight? Or conjecture a pregnancy? When? It's never. It's never. It's never? It's fucking never. Let alone a human being who doesn't even know you exist. Dawn, I was gonna say, like, aside from someone asking you very specifically about that, their body, their weight, whatever, you're a medical professional, you're a dietitian, you're whatever, like, extenuating circumstances, what the fuck? Like, this is why we have such a problem. Because unless you are skin and bones, people think you're pregnant? Dude, senor, what's up? Good morning, afternoon, whatever fucking time it is. Cheers, how are you? We say people are saying on the internet when we know it's people who haven't interacted with anyone in the flesh in a minute. I know it's weird. You gotta wonder. It's just such a weird, I don't. it's bizarre. If I was her, I would tell them to stop. It's weird. There's one time you can comment on weight. If you know someone and you know they're trying to lose weight and you say they look great, that's it. That's all it takes. Yes. Yep. Or if they ask. Like, that's it. But other than that, if you are not invited to comment on that subject, that is not your subject to comment on. My favorite part of the whole ordeal was when Lady Gaga came out and said something about something about no one has the right to comment. Wait, Lady Gaga. Wait. Oh, Lady Gaga said no one has the right to say anything about anyone's body, right? Not Lady Gaga was like, oh my god, Tay-Tay's looking chubs, right? I just want to make sure I'm interpreting this right because, oh god. Welcome back, C-Bot. Oh no, I'm hoping that's the way it was. It's like Todd Berry once said in a stand-up bit, Brad Pitt will never fuck you. Oh man, nowadays no one wants that. Did you guys, I mean, it's crazy. I listen to like podcasters and stuff, and sometimes the very beginning of their podcast, they'll talk about like news they heard that day. And I heard that like Brad Pitt and Angelina's twins just turned 18, and both of them immediately went to change their name to Just Jolie and have been like making some statements about how their dad's a horrible, creepy, manipulative, abusive piece of shit. I don't know. Sounds fucked. The poor kids. I mean, it sounds bad. I loaded up someone's pickup with 38 cases of JD to make JD flavored ketchup. Holy shit, there has to be a cheaper way, my god. Okay, Lady Gaga said no one has the right to comment on someone's body. Nope. You did it. You said it right. It was me. I read it weird. And I was like, oh god, not the Gaga, right? Unless there's a senior with some memory issues. How tall are you? You carry your weight really well. You're so handsome. 5 seconds later, who are you? How tall are you? You're such a nice boy. Truth, that's facts. That's true. One of his sons said the same thing about him. Really? I mean, I don't know. I don't follow celebrity shit or like gossip, like any of that. But I remember, I don't know, years ago, I remember seeing some tabloids not tabloids, actual magazines where Angelina was looking frightfully thin and not happy. And then they were getting a divorce and shit. And I kind of wondered if something was going on there, but I have no idea. Like, you can't have no room to comment on that shit. But all of your kids deleting your name from them and living with their mom on purpose and not wanting to see you ever is, oh. Same as Tom Cruise's daughter, she wouldn't take his last name. I mean, that one's fucked up too, my god. And the fact that he's still in that shit is wild. A good friend of Quentin Tarantino might be a POS. Wow, that's really easy to accept. Yeah, no, that checks that box. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Hold on, let me see if I can get music to work. I gotta pee so fucking bad. Let's take a quick break. First break of the day. I don't even know what time it is, but I gotta pee, so it doesn't matter. There. Hold on. It's gonna work. Same, it pops up on my pages, and I just end up getting these shorts and stuff about it. And, you know, someone like Brad Pitt, he was kind of formative in, like, a lot of movies and media and shit that I grew up watching, and so it's weird to see that happen, but also not shocked. People are people. There's shitty ones everywhere. Hi, Bubba. Wanna go outside? Is my boy. You're so pretty. Why my chapstick? All right, quick break. I'll be right back. Yuck. Timon. How are you, my love? Good morning. Just seen on Twitter, the thicker your thighs are, the more kittens can lie on your lap. More puppies, kittens. Amen. Amen and hallelujah to that. It's like, God, it was 98 yesterday. It was gross, disgusting yesterday. Like, I don't know what it is right now, but it feels bad. 93. It's not even noon. It's not even fucking noon. I shouldn't complain. There's Arizonans here. Arizonans are just melting. Yeah, the AC just like hits.
No.
Banana!
going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
Thank you so much for sending the class. Keeping the class alive. I'm giving you swings for 61 fucking months. Jesus Christ. When do we join the old folks' home? Music, don't. Oh no. Oh no. Bitch, I will slay you right in half. Bastards. I found an arcade bar that's right by Westminster Alamo. It's really fucking cool. What's it called? I might have been to it. I think I'm gonna need a bigger box. That dog was prophetic. You're not wrong. Not, yes. That one as well. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's terrible. It's all the time. There are some things that never go out. I have adapted the, wait. I've adapted to title of your sex tape instead of that's what she said because it can be used for any gender. Oh, I love that. I like that. Yeah. It starts with an A. Is it arcade? Akihabara? The fuck? What is that? What does that mean? Why is that the name of an arcade? What is that? What is... Yeah, okay, no, Hunter, I really thought you meant arcade there for a minute, and I was like, holy shit, is this a What's a Lemon moment? But nah, dude, what is that? Oh, is it like all Japanese arcade games? Because that's kind of cool. I've never been to one like that. I've been to one downtown. I can't remember who the fuck I went with or why. And it was cool, but it was really, I don't know. You might have been there. It was claustrophobic. One Up, is that the one we went to? I just felt like it was really like they jammed so much shit into a tiny fucking area. Yeah, you remember like all the machines in those tiny little aisles, and like if you and someone were playing, you were ass to ass. Like you couldn't not be ass to ass. Do you remember that? Yeah, I didn't like that. Not that I don't mind once in a while you're crammed in a space, but it was like no matter what, if you wanted to play a game, you were ass to ass with somebody. It was that kind of cramped. It was an asscade. You're not wrong. It's named after this. Hold on. We're learning today. Electric Town. Akihabara. I'm probably saying that totally wrong, and I do apologize. Is a neighborhood in the I almost said Chiyoda ward of Tokyo, Japan, generally considered to be an area surrounding Akihabara Station. Administratively, the area Akihabara, I can read, is found in, wow, so many words. Wow, it's actually kind of cool. So, the name Akihabara is a shortening of Akibagahara. Again, so sorry how I'm saying this. Which comes from Akiba, named after a fire-controlling deity of a fire-fighting shrine built after the area was destroyed by a fire in 1869. Akihabara gained the nickname Akihabara Electric Town, shortly after World War II for being a major shopping center to household electronic goods and the post-war black market. Cool! I mean, gnarly, sick, sad for the fire, but kind of cool. I had no idea. That would make a very different slogan for Toyota. You are not wrong. I hate what you do for me, Chodio. I wish I wasn't this way. I don't want to see Chode everywhere. I just do. It's a curse. Y'all, I don't want this. The home team walk this, is that Jesus? Pause. Oh God, where's it coming from? Stop it. Start it. So illegally? Like actually illegally? I got my first tattoo when I was 17, but my mom signed for it. Her theory was, well, if I get you one tattoo, then you won't want any more and you'll get over it because it'll hurt. That she's told me this. This was her like her plan. It backfired, obviously drastically, but she definitely signed for my first one. My chat just jumped again. God damn it, motherfucker. I got a donation? Are they not coming through on Twitch? Holy fucking cock. One moment. This happened a few days ago. Like a week or I don't know, time's weird. Ish, some time ago. Um, I recreated all of the fuck. It showed in the tip cup. Oh my god, thank you. I didn't even see it. Hold on. I think they might still be trying to go through Streamlabs. I don't know the word. I rebuilt every single alert on the stream. I thought, pretty sure, all through the Twitch alerts stream, the Twitch alerts, whatever platform. I don't even know what to fucking call anything anymore. Because Streamlabs and Stream Elements make theirs so fucking complicated, it just junks up the OBS. But I thought I put everything through it. But the other day, someone said they tipped me and it didn't come out on a. There was no alert for it. And give me one moment. Streamlabs sucks now. It's so hard to navigate. Did it go in here? Probably. Thank you, precious soul. No recent events. I don't know. It says nothing. Thank you. You precious secret person, whoever the fuck you are. Huh. Was it bits? There's literally nothing. I'm confused. Hold on. I want those to come through. I'm sad. That's really weird. No shit, he got them removed? Bummer. That's expensive and painful, I've heard. My wife also has the half-colored purple blue hair. She gets professionally done. Plus, all her tattoos equals a very expensive hobby, but she loves the way they look, so it's worth it. I agree 100%. I would have more tattoos, Katie? Tattoos, if they were cheaper and didn't take so long. I'm bad at staying still. I totally get that. That's the vast majority of my tattoos are huge because I kind of have the same mentality. I'm like, if I'm going to go sit for that long, I'm going to get like I wait so long between tattoos that by the time I want to get one, it's like my entire leg. Because I don't want to go in all the time and get a bunch of tiny tattoos. Like, I just want to get it. I hate sitting still for extended periods of time over and over and over again. So I'd rather just get it all done at once, like one huge piece. I don't know. It's terrible. It's probably terrible. I sit all day. Like, I sit for like 8 hours at a time because I just want it done. I don't want to go back and have to sit again. Sitting drives me crazy. That's crazy that he got them removed. My ulcers killed 2 of my calf tattoos. Boo! Momo, that fucking sucks. This one, not as bad. Please, I'm not comparing in any way, shape, or form, but I do have a scar through this one. It's in one of the filigrees on this side. I can't see it because the lighting's not. Oh, I think it's right there. Yeah, there's a lot. You guys will not be able to see it. The lighting is not good. But through the gold filigree right there, literally the day I came home from London, I got this done in Wales by an artist called Jenna Kerr. She's amazing. The day I got home, my girl Millie, my little pug, precious princess, queen of my life, I picked her up and she clawed right through the tattoo, and through this gold leaf, there's a perfect white line where she just tore just enough skin out of my arm to take the ink right the fuck out. And at the time I was pissed. I was like, oh my god. And now it's precious to me because it's like, it's part of the tattoo. It's so not obvious. You would not even know it's there if I didn't tell you to look for it. But now I'm like, Millie marked me forever. It's a reminder. Yep. Because she was just me holding a dog. It's not like she was scrambling or doing anything mean. It was just a little scratch. But now it's like this permanent little chunk taken out, and she's my little Millie Moose forever on my arm. Someday I'll get a tattoo of her when I'm rich and famous. If you tipped me in any way, shape, or form, I'm so sorry. I'm really desperately trying to find where the fuck it is. I switched over my alerts and stuff, and for some reason that means things are hiding, but thank you. Just thank you. Weird. I'm trying to... Nope, that's not it. I'm looking at the Twitch settings right now to see if there's anywhere I can find it on there, because it's so bizarre. Stream together. No, thank you. Why? Why? You suck. I'll figure it out. That's weird. I'm so sorry. I know. I thought they were. I mean, I clicked the link and it went to Streamlabs, but Streamlabs has no recent events. So I don't know. But I feel bad. I like to acknowledge if someone wants to, like, you know, it feels kind of like a dick move to just have them off. I like them. There's nothing in that one. Is there anything in this one? There's not. The fuck? I know. I'm so sorry. Thank you, mysterious human, and whatever you've done. I will find it eventually. There's just nothing. Maybe it's going to take a minute to load up or something because I haven't used. I don't know. I don't know. Huh. Anyways, yeah, I think I mean, they were supposed to go to Twitch, but I might have left them on Stream Elements, so I went to both, but neither has a recent event other than the latest sub. But that could be on my end. I don't fucking know. Computers, they're the best. Okay, so hold on. Did I get through all these links? I think I did. Yes. Oh my god, there's so many made links I don't want on my computer right now. My computer's algorithm is getting so fucked with French maids. I don't want that. So many. And an article about French maids. I'm doomed. I'm gonna get French maids on everything now. God damn it. I gotta stop talking about it. I gotta say something else. Baby frogs, baby frogs, baby frogs. Give me baby frogs instead, algorithm that is listening to me. You creepy AI fucks out there. I played Bandmaid. I did. I played that one. We watched it. Am I hallucinating? What? We can play it again if I am. I'm a little high. I keep forgetting how hard the egg bong hits and I get fucking stoned. I love Bandmaid. I'm never sad to watch them or listen to them, but if I'm just that high that I'm hallucinating, I actually played something and I didn't, please let me know. I don't want to do that. Oh, I totally get that, Zendivia. No, I totally understand that. Completely understand. I've just heard it's hell to get them removed, so damn. It's not a real stream without some technical issues, right? What a shitty technical issue, though. That was so shrill. I'm so sorry if that made anybody's dogs go off. Feel free to leave forever. That was loud. My ears. I'm awake. Good day. I said good day. Holy tits. God damn. Yeah, what the fuck? I know. Honestly, I just mute myself because it's them. Their bark comes through so shrill on the mic. I mean, it kills my ears. I'm assuming it kills yours. You little dick ball. Oh, this is the Nosferatu trailer. I'm like, I have very low hopes because Skarsgård, just this Bill kid is just, he looks funny to me. Like, not looks funny, but he's comical. He has a comical face. And everything he's been in thus far that's supposed to be scary, he makes either funny or terrible. So I'm trying to go into it with an open mind. We're doing it. But you know what I'm saying? It did. Okay, cool. It's seriously like the come to me is totally the, not Mina, what's her friend? In the Bram Stoker one, the hot ginger. Yeah, but I mean, they're probably based on one another. You know, I 100%, 100% understand that. Wampel. That's how we have to say it now. Wampel. I know, Viana. I want to see it real bad, but they haven't shown off Bill yet, which leads me like, what's that? Is it going to be Silly Pants again? Yeah, Bill did play the Pennywise in the new one. Yeah. Spooky games, however, those dude, spooky games are I almost can't get through them. I play them out of almost some sort of self-loathing, I guess. I don't know why the fuck I do it, but they make me so anxious. I know, Viata, I know. But they've never I've seen, I think there's two teaser-ish trailers, or maybe it was just like an announcement in a teaser trailer. I remember they announced this a bit ago, where they said it was going to be Bill Skarsgård, and I was like, I'm here for it. Like, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. But he's supposed to have like a dry, crusty old, like, with the fangs and like, and like, he's like, I got some DSLs. You know what I'm saying? Only the bottom one. This is the first trailer, so it was probably, wasn't there, I just remember them showing like the classic Nosferatu. It was like the walking down the steps in the black and white and the shadow. And it was like, maybe it was the announcement poster or something, right? C-Town, that's what I'm saying. I give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm fucking here for it. Like, I watched it, and I can't, like, I'm not allowed to watch it with certain people now because some people can't stop laughing throughout the scary movie. Oh, whatever. Can't laugh at a scary movie. Oh, who am I? Just laughing at fucking, like, Bill doing his little honky tonk in his clown outfit is fucking funny. Excuse me. But whatever. I always give it the benefit of the doubt. It's just so rarely am I you know, I don't know. He's just not scary. Why does he keep getting cast in scary shit? You know? Like, I'm surprised he wasn't in Cats. I bet you Bill would suck starting a riding lawn. Wait. Wait, what? Renfield was pretty cute. I still think Tom Waits is like, again, Bram Stoker's Dracula. I didn't do that connection just then on purpose, but it is, right? Still think he's the best Renfield, but I don't, how do you? Oh my god. American. Wait, did you ever watch the Zoo horror game trailer I sent you a while back? The game called Zoocosis? This sounds violently familiar, but I can't recall. Do you have a link to it? I seriously, it's like, this sounds violently familiar, like we talked about this and stuff, and now I can't remember it. Like, was that the day when links were being weird? That might have been a motherfucking link, like the ad fighting ad bullshit. Ike Wolf! Thank you so much for stepping in the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings, go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Don't forget your Prime subs. Bezos does nothing for society. Use them. Thank you. That might 100%. I think that movie did a really good job at actually representing that relationship between them as opposed to just like Renfield eating bugs. But Tom Waits is just great. He's just does such a good job. I don't know. He creeps me out, but at the same time, I love him. That might be a problem. Ding. Kink discovered. Funny thing about having Willem in this, he played Nosferatu in a movie called Shadow the Vampire, fictional telling of the filming of the original movie. Did he really? That's a weird circle of events. Dude. I mean, Willem would have been. Oh, my mic. I keep having to hold my mic because my mic stand is literally at the point of just. It's held together by electrical tape. It's a fucking mess. Willem would have been a great Nosferatu. I wonder why that didn't happen. Maybe because it already happened. I don't know. I feel biased. He has a great face for anything, in my opinion. Hold on, the fuck is Zoocosis? Why does this look familiar? But I think it was an ad. I think it was a day where I couldn't. Spread your cheeks. Wipe from front to back. Pee after. Zoocosis is still up on my computer. That looks horrifying. On that note, so because Vissy is coming tonight and tomorrow she will be doing my hair. She has wanted to do my hair for so fucking long. I mean, we both have. I don't do my hair. I hate doing my hair. I'm lazy. It costs a lot. I don't know. I hate doing it. It's stressful. And she's wanted to do it forever. So obviously it's quite grown out. So she's going to bleach the living fuck out of it. What up, Darren? She's going to bleach the living fuck out of it. And we're going to dye some fun colors and shit. And so today I didn't want to start anything new or like, I was thinking about doing like a Destiny playthrough from the very, very beginning because a lot of people have no idea what the story is and stuff. And just watching me cry to the end of the entire story is like dark. And the series is so much better than that. So I was looking through my game library, talking about, oh yes, I'm really excited. It feels so healthy. It's going to be so crisp. I'm honestly mostly excited for the cut. Like this stuff at the end is so damaged because it's just the oldest, obviously it's the oldest, most bleached out hair. It's just tangly no matter what I do. If I try to blow dry my hair, it just does that like thing, that fried hair does. Like I'm just so fucking stoked for her to chop some of it off. Even if she only took an inch off, it's just going to feel like a new head of hair. Like seriously, it just feels so gross. But there's this fucking game in my game library. I don't know where it came from. I think it was gifted to me or something, but it's been in my game library for ages. And every time I scroll through my unplayed games, I think about playing it and I'm like, no, this is definitely something I want to play on stream. It's got really good reviews. It's called The Norwood Suite, a game by Cosmo D. Has anybody heard of this? I don't even know what kind of game it is. I couldn't explain it if I wanted to, but it looks weird and creepy and cool. And I've had it. I mean, I don't even know. When did this come out? Same, Nate. It's just, I have so many fucking games. No shit. I took last year off. I did not buy a game last year for the entire year. It was like a personal goal of mine simply because I have so many fucking unplayed games. It's disgusting in my library. It says, explore the mysterious Hotel Norwood in the surreal first-person adventure. Curious characters, forgotten secrets, and head-nodding music awaits your arrival. It looks so weird. I don't know. It looks like something that you can only play with friends. Steam sales in a couple of days. That's good to know. I own the Norwood Suite, I'm saying. Maybe it was like part of a Humble Bundle or something. But it's been tempting me for a while, and I thought it was something we could it looks like a not very long game, but it's from 2017. It's not that old, but like it's from a bit ago. But it looked like something just to fuck around in for a few hours because I have to go on time today because I have to get my dogs out and shit and like prepare the home because Vissy's coming tonight after our watch party, and I'm so excited. So tomorrow she bleaches and dyes my hair, which means stream could start a little bit late, like if we're gathering things together or whatever, and then stream could literally go for 14 hours. I don't know. I'm gonna let her take her sweet ass time and do whatever the fuck she wants because she knows how to do hair. She's not an idiot. She's not gonna melt my hair off or anything like that. But because of that, Like, it's gonna be like us just hanging out. Like me sitting here and moving my head and doing whatever the fuck she needs me to do at any given time, and her working under a strict time constraint because bleach will melt your head off. And you don't want to do that. So tomorrow will be fun. Bring links and music and shit like that. I figure it'll just be a day of laughing hysterically and watching funny YouTubes and stuff all day. Like, I'll be the fucking like playlist master while she fucks with my hair or whatever. And then today I figure we could fuck around in this game. Oh, dude, travel soon. I know. I see you guys so soon. It's so weird. It feels weird because Vissy flies in here tonight, and then it's like a day, and then we fly out the next day. It feels weird. Like, I can't. I haven't. I keep like, I'm really anxious about checking in for my flight because I'm fucking up the days. I'm like, Vissy comes in one day, and then do we go the next day or the next? It's terrible. Dates are the worst for me. I just, my brain gets broken with them. Time is a flat circle, and I hate it. Until Jesus poked it with his finger, and that's why the great flood happened. Blood? You know what? Where is the music coming from? Is it Steam? Shut up, Steam. Oh my god, that scared the Great Blood Flood. Wait, for the watch party, Mishy picked the movie they want to watch. You got it taken care of, Dude Knives. Thank you. Are you going to host it? Do we need to host it? Are you sending it to me? Like, are we getting it? If we're just fine, then we're just fine. I won't worry about it. Cool. Yay. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's Mishy's birthday, by the way. Don't forget to say happy birthday. I already screamed about it earlier. I did my my annoying song. Oh man. Okay. I gotta direct the audio. I bet it's not gonna come through right away. Hold on. The Great Blood Flood. The Great. No, Katie. I'm making sure. Come back, game. Okay. Okay. Nope, that one. He's such a beautiful. Seriously, he's just. Once the light goes away in this room, it's so hard to see anything because everything we have is black and we just blend in. It's our camouflage, right, bud? Yeah. You're such a sweet boy. Oh, heavy breathing when you have to poop, but given the opportunity, I do look as others as a way of assuming. Is it fucked up that I went with that one instead of the pooping one first? Amazing. Oh man, Timud, you know, I actually have like a paranoia about that, and so I save photos in different ways of the dogs and stuff. At least on like wood kitties, they're a bit easier to spot when they're hiding. A bit easier, but not easy. I have accidentally kicked this poor boy or stepped on him so many times because he'll sprawl out in my dark hallway at nighttime and I'll get up to go pee or something. And you cannot see him. I mean, he literally disappears. He just absorbs the light. He's just so beautiful. But I mean, it's bad. I've actually developed a way of walking through the hallway when it's dark. I shuffle my feet. So instead of accidentally stepping on him or something, I just kind of shuffle into his side and pick him up. I'm like, oh, there's a dog. One with the shadows, they totally are. He very much is. He's a ninja. You're just a ninja, huh? You're very cute, though. You're just invisible, though. I can see you on stream. You're invisible. Doe, do you want to go outside? Your sister, I think, needs to take a shit. No, I'm stalling because I hate her. Oh shit! Okay, quick break. Last break of the day probably, but I think my girl, this is literally, this is how she tells me she needs to go potty in the middle of the night. She stands over me and like pants like a fool. It means she needs to shit. I think it's time. You wanna go outside, Dale? You wanna go outside? Okay, let's go. Alright, quick break. Stretch your legs, get a beverage. I'll be right back. Pause. Maybe there is no pause in the game. Is there a pause? There's no pause. It's just this horrifying. I just realized there's so much worse up ahead. Be right back. Welcome back. Cheers. Man, going into AC is weird. It feels almost wet. Welcome back, Lizzie. This song is great. Anyways, let's play some more of this game before I have to go do adult stupid shit. Maybe the help of the game. I mean, seriously, I don't think there's enough weed in the world for this to understand anything that's happening. I'm into it. Like we both do the whole thing all the time. Like it's a thing in the family. I don't know if please pull up the right browser. That's my little sister in her helmet. And me, which you can't see because for some reason it's cut wrong. Hold on. Let me see, can I fix it? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's really being a bastard. Can I move over? That's my sister, and literally baby me's on the side, but it won't let me show you this side. Isn't she? I'm telling you, is she not one of the cutest kids you've ever seen in your life? I don't just say that. Like, she's genuinely, even if she wasn't my sister, I would say she's one of the cutest little babies that have ever existed. It's just those big, scary black eyes. Let me see if I can extend it over. Hold on. We were adorable. There's baby Katie. Me and my cowboy boots. We haven't changed. I mean, same nose and everything. And so, Sarah, I was just gonna say, like, this is a great example of how my sister and I are really, really similar, other than our skin. Sarah got pink. Oh, the cheeks, though, both of us. To this day, my sister and I still have the chubby cheeks. But when we were cute kids. We were fucking cute little kids. We're adorable. And the drool, are you kidding? Yeah. I don't say that biased. Like, we were cute. We were adorable little kids. It's the... Still got them. They make you look young forever, to be honest. Why did you turn... Knives, that is a wild notice. That's really creepy. I'm not wearing white cowboy boots because I don't have those anymore, but I am wearing like white crew socks. So like I guess I'm kind of still, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like I've always just looked exactly the same. I mean, Sarah, how old do you think you are in this picture? Like 2? So I'm 7. Hey, 7. This was 29 years ago. Oh, dude, Viata, my mom was one of those. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know where this came from. I know it wasn't only my mom, but my mom wouldn't. I mean, I remember going when we were kids. Like, my mom would take me to go birthday shop for Sarah, and she would not let me pick out anything black. Nothing. And it was this weird, like, made-up rule in her head. She was like, no, kids can't wear black. Really? Because kid numero uno, she wore a lot of black. Oh, it was all, I mean, we just lived in, Sarah, I don't know if you remember this because you were so young, but I remember, I mean, basically the vast majority of the clothes I owned when we were this age were things people left at the motel that we owned. Like, people would leave clothes and shit like that, and my mom would wash it and put it in a lost and found box for a few weeks, and if no one came to get it, we would get it. Like, we have pictures of me where I'm in a full It's like a full outfit, legs and t-shirt of just like this repeating Mickey design that was something left by someone that we it was so weird. Oh my god, Sarah, are you wearing pink? Dude, Sarah, yeah. I was just gonna say, that was a dumb, I know better than that. I don't, Sarah, I'd go so far as to say, outside of something fancy, like, I've seen you in, like, a bridesmaid dress or a dress you wore to a wedding that was, like, a powder pink. Outside of that, I don't think my sister owns pink. Whereas I definitely do. I have some fucking hot pink shit like this now. But it's, like, obnoxious hot pink. Like, my fuzzy bears hoodie is the obnoxious hot pink. Yeah, and it's seriously, I guarantee you wouldn't catch I very rarely see my sister wear, like, bright colors, similar, I mean, I'm gray and, yeah, not much, but I think it's because we were kind of forced into it as kids. Like, as kids, we were definitely, like, always in either neon pinks like this or, like, floofy dresses and shit. This is a rare moment of not a floofy dress. No, I think as a winter, the only pink that would work would be, like, powder pink or some shit like that, right? It's fine, Dramonic, right? What the fuck was that? For years, I mean, seriously, even up into middle school and stuff, my mom would not let me pick out anything black for my sister. It had to be colors and then the moment Sarah had control over her own wardrobe, it's the uniform. It was the 80s, 90s. Yeah, this was pretty early. I just love, you're like, you're easily the cutest kid ever. And I don't say that as a bias because you're adorable, but also special a little. That little pink ball of drooling goo is a lawyer today, my dudes. The one in the fucking boots. Human lives! Human lives! There's another one of you, Sarah, like this, where you have drool all over your face. Do you know what I'm talking about? I feel like you're in a little blue onesie or something, but you're like sitting like this and it's just drool. Z-Bot, have a beautiful day. Don't forget to hydrate and wash your hands, Honey Bean. It's funny because I went through the phase where I didn't wear anything girly as like a teenager. Now I have the occasional urge to wear something cute. Now I own pick things. But if you would have told teenage me that I would like cute things, oh gosh, I would have scoffed. Hard same. I went through a period of time where I was like, dresses and skirts are stupid and I will never wear them. Ever. And now I love them. They're the easiest, laziest clothing I as a human can partake in. It's like slide over the head and you're done. You're clothed. It's the best. When I can find them that actually fit, they're the best. But same, like, and I think it's just because we were like forced. Like, not, forced. You don't have a choice as a kid. It's not your money and shit like that. But, you wear what you have. And luckily, I don't know how I got this full black outfit going on here. Honestly, this is a rarity. But the fact that, wild. Pitsy, you should, dude. They're the best. Every time I wear a skirt, like, it's so hard to find them to be, I hate to say it, appropriate for public for me because I'm so fucking tall. They're either matronly long, or they're so short that I'm borderline gonna get questioned if I'm doing an OnlyFans shoot out in public or something like that. So, like, it sucks finding shit that fits, but when I do, God, it's so nice. They're just so fucking comfortable. Why not? There's a photo of me with spaghetti all over my face. Oh, I think we all have those. Those are the best. I was a tomboy until I became an adult, and if I ever tried to experiment with girly things, my family made fun of me. Rude. Those days are behind me. Facts, though. If you guys want to see embarrassing, I should show you guys the pictures my mother made me take. The pictures I'm talking about are still, same. I swear to God, same. It's like every photograph that my mom... how do I put this? If my mom's like, oh my gosh, do you want to look at pictures of the kids? And she pulls out a photo album, her favorite photos are the most, it's me on the toilet. like in a ballerina tutu when I'm 5. And I'm like, why did you do this? Why is this the favorite? Like, there's so many cute pictures of me, like, out in the woods or, like, with fairy wings on, but, like, that one? A good kilt is fucking pricey. Did you just send me the drooling one, Sarah? Stop it. I love you so much. I love that you just have these on hand, because I don't have them anymore. This is since I got this fucking new phone, they were all on that foldy, stupid phone I had for a while. Oh, stop it. I love that one. Oh, Sarah. She just sent me... Okay, these are good. You guys get a nice taste. I'm literally going home in a few days, so don't worry. I will find more. This so... Sarah, this is great. This is like full circle shit. Let me save the game. Hold on. Save and quit. It's the end. It's the end of our day for the most part anyways, but I will show you these pictures really quick because they're fantastic. But one of these pictures is great because I've told the story that goes with this picture a few times. It's not like an extended story. It's not like a story, like it's more like here's a tale of just what was normal for us for a while. But basically, if you're new to my channel, if you haven't heard this before, when we were really young, we went through like this really weird period of time where my parents bought a like hunter's motel in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Eastern Washington. And they decided to run that for a while. And by hunter's motel, I mean basically the vast majority of people that stayed there were hunters coming into town to go hunt in the mountains and whatever. So because of that, we actually had I think a couple, but we definitely had one huge rack, like a hanging rack where you could string up your deer after you shot it and you could gut it in the parking lot of the motel we owned. And oftentimes, either my father or one of the men that were just staying in the hotel, or one of the people, I should say, although as far as I remember, it was all dudes. But anyways, one of the people that were like, butchering the deer, they would, I don't know why, I don't know if this is a normal thing, but they would hack the foot, like from here to the foot of the deer off and just give it to me to play with. Because I would always be there. Like, I was fascinated by the whole process of gutting a deer and like pulling out all the, like, death and bodies and stuff. Having medical family, it's never really been like scary to me. But this is literally a picture of me with a deer. It's like full circle on the weird deer hoofness, because I realize how weird it sounds out loud when I tell you guys like these stories, and how like, like, what would you do if you just like came upon a 6-year-old running around with a deer hoof? I didn't gnaw on it. Did I? No. I think I just played. I don't know what that means, saying just played with it. I remember hitting ice. I remember taking the deer hoof and like breaking ice in puddles in the parking lot. I remember that. But anyways, this I don't know the backing on this photo, but it's fantastic because it's another one of my sister and I one moment. I know, Sarah, I'm not kidding you. The other day, God, what were we? I was either telling a story or we were watching something, but I straight up said, like, my mom, thank God phones didn't exist, because bless my mom's heart, she would be the TikTok mom who would have picked up her phone to, like, film whatever the fuck is happening before she remedied the situation. Like, oh God, why does my daughter have a hoof of a deer? Again, I don't know. This picture, I'm assuming it was a birthday of some kind, and we had cake. But that's Sarah in a sink, and me looking pissed off about it. It looks like chocolate. Is it poop or is it chocolate? The world may never know. I mean, we were wild children. I know this was definitely when we lived in the Chihuahua house. We were very feral. But I have no context for this one, but this is Katie with the deer. This is all I have. I'm so glad my mom was the type to take some pictures now and then and print them, back when you had to take photos and print them. So this is, I don't even know. I don't know how old I was. Really, I mean, like 5 or 6 years old. Maybe. Again with the pink. It was a different time, you know? Like, we didn't have cell phones or Tamagotchis. We had deer feet and gravel, I guess. I really don't know what we did. Where's the rest? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was probably some random hunter because we owned a motel at the time that was like a hunter's motel. So it had a rack you could hang your deer on. And they would just lop off a leg and give it to me, I guess, once in a while. And I have one clear memory of going around the parking lot with a deer leg hoof and breaking ice, like in puddles. What? That's the only memory I have, but I know we have, like, I've seen this photo before, obviously, because my mom has it, so I know it's real. I know these events happen. I just don't know why. That's me. Can't you tell? Break ice puddles was top tier entertainment, though. That's what I'm saying. The only weird part is that I did it with a recently disembodied deer foot. Honestly, isn't that weird to me? My brother and I would be out in the woods as kids and find all sorts of animal skulls and bring them home. We did the same. No shit. I've told that, like, when we were kids, we had a really long, weird driveway, and my dad would put, like, driftwood logs up, and he would put, like, deer heads and shit on them that we had found on the beach because the flies and the bugs would clean them of all the meat and everything, and in a couple weeks, you'd have a clean deer skull with a beautiful rack you could mount. Get it? You know what I'm saying? It's not weird if you live it, but I could see how maybe some people driving down our driveway would think like, oh, the hills have eyes, I guess. Same. Animal schools are the shit, and we would find them all the time. We grew up on a river, like a lake technically, but it's miles long and wide. I don't know. It's the Lake Roosevelt, whatever. But there's something about deer when they know they're gonna die, they would like swim out to this island in the river and then just die. And our dogs, we always had like a pack of dogs at any given time. We usually had like 4 or 5 dogs of all different varieties. They would drag these carcasses home into our yard and roll in them and chew on them. So we'd have like pieces, random ass pieces of deer all the time just sitting in the yard. It's fucking gnarly. But if there was a head or a nice antler rack or something like that, my dad would ask us to bring it home and he would clean them and keep them. And he has a moose rack in the basement. It's fucking huge. But he didn't kill the moose. I think that one actually might have been given to him by somebody. I don't know. Oh, dude, I'll take a picture of it. No shit, Sexline. It's so crazy because it's a moose rack. It's so huge that, like, I don't even know what they should do with it. But it's a shame. It's just in the basement, like on the wall. It's hanging on a wall in the basement. It's so big, it takes up more than like half the wall, I feel like. And they use it to hang laundry on. Like, that's where my mom hangs her delicates, is in the basement on a moose rack. Like a finished daylight basement, please don't get me wrong. Not like a creepy dungeon basement. It's like a really nice, meant for people to live down there kind of basement. But it's interesting. I know, I think my dad secretly is just waiting for my mom to give in so he can go put it in the upstairs where they like live the majority of their lives up on some wall. But my mom's still in that state of like, I want a nice farmhouse with yellow frilly curtains and white walls with nothing on them. She's still going through this like moment. I know, I'll take a picture of it when I'm home. I'm almost positive it's wider than my arm span. Oh my god, I wonder if I could have Vissy sit with it. I'm not fucking with you when I say Vissy could curl up in one of the antlers and have room. I almost would guarantee that. They're so big. I've never seen a moose that close, like, in person, so I have no concept of what they're attached to. I just know about this rack my parents have had for years. How are you, Vex? I hope you're doing well. I was just showing everybody a picture of me as a baby. Baby Katie with a deer hoof. Because, you know, it's totally normal to just go about your day with a deer foot and your little red wellies. Weird. My fingers, I feel like, look the same. It's weird looking at a picture of yourself as a kid. It's very bizarre. My mom somehow thinks her house can and must be clean 24/7 after having us 3 kids. I'm sorry, some of those stains are never coming out. My mom's the same. And she kind of passed it down to me. Like, I definitely have a certain level of like neuroses about bleach cleaning my house if anybody's coming over because it has to be spotless, blah, 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 blah. I definitely have that. I don't know why, but like, I've thought about it, and some of the memories that stick out the most to me is like, if my mom wasn't working, because she worked like 12-hour shifts at a hospital, if I came home from school and she was home, she was oftentimes always cleaning. Like, if you came home from school, it was usually you would hear from some part of the house, get your shoes off, just shampooed the carpets, or just did something, or she'd be on all fours, like cleaning the floors by hand. Like, she was like Cinderella. And I feel like I kind of got that, like this neuroses, like if someone sees dust on my floorboards, they'll hate me forever. And I don't know why, because I've never looked at someone else's floorboards in my life. I don't know if I like cleaning or if I'm addicted to the results of cleaning. It's kind of that, like the, it's like a mix of the accomplishment and just I don't know, everything looking clean. It's psychotic. It's a little, I couldn't really explain it. It gives me a little bit of like a hit though, like a druggy a little bit when I get to mop. I just get so excited, and then I walk around barefoot for like 15 minutes until the dogs drag something, and then I'm like, yucky, and I put on my slippies again. A little bit, but yeah, it definitely gives me a sense of like finishing something, I guess, which I might want to look for that elsewhere. No shit, David, I use cleaning to psychologically avoid the things I need to do. That's where it comes from. Like, I'll be like trudging down the hall, like, oh, I gotta fold laundry, which I hate doing because it requires sitting still and just doing this mechanical behavior of folding laundry. I fucking can't stand it. And on my way down the hall, I'll notice some dust on the baseboard and be like, I bet I could just clean that real quick. And 7 hours go by and suddenly the whole house smells like bleach. And I'm like passed out on the floor, like, laundry. It's horrible. That's exactly how it goes. It's an avoidant behavior that like is super easy, because no one gets mad at you if you made the house clean. And you're like, oh man, I forgot to do that thing that secretly we both don't secretly absolutely acknowledge I do not want to do. But like the house is spotless, so like who's mad? It's terrible. It's the worst. I love end of day, the kitchen is closed moment. Yes. Same with my mom. She's still an RN. She was always exhausted from caring for us and working all our different shifts. Parents couldn't afford daycare, so they switched off caring for us. Exact same. Same. We either had one or dad or mom home all the time. There was always someone there, but it was one or the other because they kind of had to swap like that. Exact same. Anytime mom worked an overnight shift, dad made sure we were quiet with. Dude, I remember those mornings so viscerally, Tamood. Like, it was really rare. My mom didn't often work night shifts. She's super not a night person. She's absolutely more of a day person. But I remember when we were kids, she would work a night shift once in a while. And it was like almost like my dad borderline would guard the stairs. Because I remember her bedroom was like, if the stairs went up like this, her bedroom was off of it right here. So us clambering up and down the stairs, running to our bedrooms, being loud children all day long would have kept her awake. And I remember that so, like, the creeping up the stairs, remembering where the creeps were in the stairs, so it didn't make a creak as you went up if you just, like, dared to go to your bedroom to grab something. Because, like, I think it was, like, a rule, like, we had to leave mom alone until at least noon, which is insane to me that mom only got, 4 hours of sleep? My dad should have beat us more. He should have kept us the fuck out of the like, he was too nice. I would have kept us away from her way longer. When I worked night shift, I would sleep until at least 2 p.m. And that was not waking up to a house full of children. I still crawl on all fours on stairs sometimes. You learn the look once you have kids. It's like a switch. It's magic. I don't know what that look is. It truly is. And like even people that aren't my mother but are mothers have the look and can use it on me, and it's so effective. It's so effective. Well, Sarah, you were smaller, and also you were way more likely to be forgiven for making a noise. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, if it was me or Corey creeping up the stairs, like, we were, tweens. We had no excuse. We weren't stupid and young and cute anymore. We were just, without fuck you know better. But if it was Sarah, like, in her little crinkle pants, like crawling up in her jelly sandals. Like it was adorable. No one gets mad at that. Kel, it's so bad. I know it's 99 degrees outside right now. I can feel it coming off of this wall next to me. Disgusting. Youngest privileges. Youngest privileges are real. She was adorable, and we definitely used, I mean, we used Sarah. We used her privilege via her adorable face. Absolutely. I am not ashamed to say that. Like, I remember Joshua and I sitting and being like, have Sarah ask. Like, if we wanted, and like, just wanted something, like, if we wanted a treat, or wanted to watch something, or wanted to go to the mall, or wanted to do, just have Sarah ask. Sarah. And it was always like a game of convincing Sarah she wanted to go. Like, Sarah didn't want to go, and Sarah was never stupid. She's always kind of been freakishly smart. And I remember as a kid, we'd be like, wouldn't it be cool if we, like, all had graham crackers right now, Sarah? Oh my God, I wish we had graham crackers. Too bad Joshua's leg is broken and my neck's broken. You better go downstairs and get the graham crackers. And Sarah'd be like, no. So eventually, you know, our brother or myself would be like, if you don't go get the graham crackers, I'll break your legs. And she'd be like, ah, and go get the graham crackers. But, like, we'd try. It's crazy that I just remember these things. The psychosis of being a sibling is weird. Yep, or it was like, did your sister, brother, cousin make you do this? And yes, sister, brother, cousin was all the same person. We don't talk about Tammy. That topic was made taboo many years ago, Sarah. We don't talk about Tammy. I'm probably the only youngest who got it worse than the oldest. You think? There's got to be. I mean, like, we still, if we get together, all the siblings, we will give Sarah shit because she had the easy. Like, I had a curfew, you know? Sarah got to go spend weekends with her college boyfriend in Spokane while still in high school. So, like, we can talk disparages all day long. But at the end of the day, like, Sarah was definitely a better kid. Like, I wouldn't have trusted my ass either. I was a dumb motherfucker. Know what I'm saying? I was a dumb motherfucker. I like, and it's still to this day, I strive to not do this, and I struggle with this, but I have to learn the hard way. I don't know why, but if someone's like, hey, I've done that before, and this was the result, my brain's like, we better try it and see if that's the result too, and then the result is a snapped leg, and I'm like, oh my God, you're right, my leg snapped too. And they're like, yeah, why did you do that? I told you your leg would snap, and I'm like, I don't know. My brain said I had to. How is it?
You don't have graham crackers, so I got you regulars. I'm sorry, I don't want my legs broken.
Didn't you ask Mom? You should have asked Mom. I know they're up higher than you even looked. You didn't even look. I bet you didn't even look because you didn't ask Mom. You didn't even ask, did you? I'm gonna kick your ass!
Mom!
The meatloaf! My parents didn't pay for any of my college because my sister dropped out. Jesus, that's fucked up. My parents never taught me to drive because my sister didn't help pay for a car. Okay, so it sounds... Are your parents children? What's happening? Like, how old are they? That's called curiosity and the scientific method. It has resulted in so many injuries, though, that were so clearly avoidable if I just, like, took someone's word for it once in a while. Like, not all the time, but, like, 1 out of 5? I don't know. Why? Why don't I just do that? I mean, we all are, right? It's just a choice of whether or not you want to continue that shit. I think about that all the time, Sexcellent. Like, when I give my mom a hard time, I have to pedal back and be like, I must realize that my mom was raised by a woman who was raised in a Catholic orphanage by nuns. So, like, by all rights, I think she turned out pretty good. Like, really good. And my Nana, for being raised by Catholic nuns in an orphanage, by Irish Catholic nuns in an orphanage, my mom and Nana did so well, they're not serial killers. Because by all rights, from the stories I've heard about the nuns, it'd make more sense if they were serial killers. You know what I'm saying? That'd check out. Because, I mean, I'm sure you've heard the stories and I won't go on about it, but like the fuck, no. The Catholics are so broke up. They're so fucked up. I was forced to drive. I became the fucking chauffeur for all the kids after I could. Oh, no shit. I don't think we were ever forced to be chauffeurs for each other ever, actually. We kind of just, I think me and my brother Corey were the only two that had to wait to get our licenses because we did fucked up shit at youth ages and, you know, couldn't get them for some reason. It's the last melon. The nuns are just as fucked up. It's just different, right? It's just a different type of like torture and abuse. Exactly. I just remembered that happened to me on a playground. I thought I could jump down from the top onto the wood chips. Dad was there and said casually, "Don't jump. You'll regret it." Jumped anyways. Dad couldn't catch me in time. Sprained my ankle in bed for days. Yep. I did it all the stupid shit. All of it and learn from it. And I will probably dispense my knowledge on someone else and they will probably go forth and do the stupid shit even though someone gave them advice. Like, sometimes we just have to learn the hard way and I don't know why. On that note, I have to go make up Vissy's bed and stuff before our watch party tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I saved the game. What a fucking weird game. I like it though, and I'd like to continue it. Tonight is Mishy's birthday watch party, so we're doing a movie in the watch channel in about an hour and a half. If anyone would like to join, it's open to anybody. We're in the very bottom of the Discord. There's a channel called Shh, because none of us talk, and we just watch a movie and meme in a channel, and it's really fun. And then I have to go pick up Vissy at the airport, and I'm very fucking excited. So, tomorrow morning, we will be here bright and early. And Vissy is going to cut and bleach my bullshit, and she will be here, and it's going to be very exciting. I miss her so much, and I'm so excited for her to be here. My lighter was just taken, so I literally I'll spiritually, spiritually cheers with you, because apparently my house has one functioning lighter in it right now. Which is sick! Vile! I know, I have to go prepare for Vissy, but I'll be back tomorrow and she's gonna dye my hair all day. So, that's what I was gonna say, thank you. I don't know why you reminded me of this, probably because you recently gave me some dope music I can't stop listening to. I was just trying to think of, like, what, I can't just sit here, like, and do nothing while Vissy, like, cuts and dyes my hair for hours and hours, which I'm letting her literally take as long as she needs so we don't melt our hair off. But, I figured it could be just, like, an extra, like, a Faded Friday, like, if y'all have awesome music and stuff that you would like to bring, like stuff like TikTok videos or anything like that, please bring them. I think he literally took my lighter and then didn't bring it back to me. What a dick. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll have Vissy and she's gonna dye my hair and it's gonna be super awesome. But on that note, I have to go take my dogs out and stuff. So drink water. I was just about to say drink cheese. Cheers spiritually, drink water, be good to yourself, all of those things. And I'll be back tomorrow. But seriously, bring us all the media, because I'll be putting it up here and I'll literally be like the playlist person, just sitting here completely still, but with my mouse hound. My mice hound. I'm just gonna go. I just have to go. Take your motherfucking joy. You deserve to feel okay. Drink water. Clean your goddamn bong. Smoke it. Hide your lighters from the thief. I'll be back tomorrow morning with Vissy in our lives. I'll either see you for the watch party tomorrow morning. I love you. Bye.